fucking matter with my bits cup? Why does it look like that? Hold on just a diddly darn minute here. Alright, give me a second. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Tonight, we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. I am Falcolmreynolds, but the information that you see on the screen below me before you is wrong. Because I am not the DM tonight, and these are not the characters who are being played. I'm desperately trying to find my broken jar, my broken... It's on the wrong one for some reason. Why would it be that one? Give me back my goblet. Where's my goblet? Where's my bits goblet? There it is. Give me just a second. Boom. There we go. That's better. I mean, as soon as it loads in. Hey, there we go. Back to the dashboard. So yes, I am not your DM. I am instead I did not change my tips cup. It just did on its own, and I don't know why. I have no idea how that happened. But yes, we're back to normal. And I am not your DM. I am a player. From now on till the end of the session, I'll let JD take it away.
All right. Neutral good. Sorry.
Oh, crazy. So which is the one? I'm so sorry. Your voices sound quite similar to me.
Nimbus.
Thank you. Got it.
Oh yeah, my nickname.
I did just get a YouTube video from. Oh.
It's where I got the names.
All right, loading.
It's great for when you just want to listen to like hilarious names listed off.
All right, so we're gonna do that maybe on the break.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we know whether the intro is done yet?
Yeah, I just did it. I literally just came back into the chat.
Are you finished and you're done? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a brief summary of how this business is starting off. You are all tieflings. This is the year. I don't know what year is it. It is far, far in the future of Cass's campaign. For those of you familiar with the setting, this is way in the future. Technology has advanced. We have things like planar bridges now. We have gun manufacturers. We have all that kind of stuff going on. And the Rift Watchers are nothing but a very fond memory and a ring of statues somewhere in the world. So you have all received a very important contract from, and I know this might seem all of you except one have received a very important contract from a demon. The demon boss, servant of the cat goddess Lalu, has charged you to retrieve a very important item. Long ago, a wizard in the service of Lalu created a beautiful creature called a blink moth. Those of you who play Magic together, please don't come after me. I am tired. Blink moths were created to be an object of beauty in Lalu's court until they were stolen from there by an angel named Ophanium and relocated to the seven heavens of Mount whatever.
Celestia.
You guys need to go and bring them back. It just so happens that at this time, the arch enemy of the demon Ta who charged you with this quest is going to be hosting a great wedding. Two brave heroes are going to be reunited. Miranda, the adventurer who died young, and her true love Leia, who reigned long as queen of her land. They're both going to be in Mount Celestia together, having their wedding in the afterlife. What you need to do, infiltrate the wedding, steal the blink moths who are going to be serving as light fixtures, and in their place deposit a creature called ink moths, created just for this quest. Ink moths are the polar opposite of blink moths. Instead of creating light and goodness, they steal light and make darkness. They're perfectly innocent little creatures. They just excrete darkness, along with other more typical excretions. You've been equipped with a large jar of them, which you need to place somewhere surreptitiously or not surreptitiously, and cause havoc. But be sure to get all the blink moths into your charge first, because if a blink moth and an ink moth touch each other, everything within 10 miles will be annihilated.
Why?
You've been equipped with a special jar called an ink moth jar, full of ink moths, but you need to find the blink moth jar at the same time. That's the only thing in the world that can contain the blink moths safely. This jar is currently in the safekeeping of a pirate captain called Elgar Burnscale. somewhere in the islands south of the home of the volcanoes. For those of you who have seen the map, you know where that is. For everyone else, it doesn't matter because we have teleportation circles. It's the future. Conveniently located in the pirate camp is the last member of your party, Nimbus, whose quest to return the Blinkmoths to their rightful home has consumed him for the past several months. Outwitted by the pirates, he was captured by them and is currently their prisoner. You need to save him, grab the jar, and get on with your mission. Any questions?
How much am I getting paid?
A lot.
Fair
Will
enough.
there be neat things to learn?
A favor from the cat goddess of treasures is worth anything.
That's true. Which
Will there be birds?
who gave us this?
Has Nimbus been hurt?
We don't know yet.
I hope he has. That way I can pay them back tenfold.
Can I check the ink moths to see if they have infect, and if so, kill them with fire?
And you what now?
You know what I'm talking about.
We're not playing this game. We're playing a different thing. It is Dungeons and Dragons. So, the way I have this set up, you guys are at the entrance to the cavern. Is that a good place for you to start?
Cavern? What cavern?
The pirate cave.
Cavern that we're
yeah,
at.
sure.
Into the side of a sea cliff. You somehow managed to make your way up the rickety path alongside the sea cliff, because
I
I
can
really
fly.
didn't want to make you roll for that. We're just getting started. You're standing at the gate. There are 2 human guards in your way.
These guards must be so confused.
They're a little confused. A party of monsters just walked up the path. And one of them is not just a monster, but the incredibly famous I can't even say it.
You can't even say Gristle McThornbody?
His name's
He's
Gristle
famous.
McThornbody.
Okay, he's a celebrity.
Flint,
Because he's so
go
funny.
onto the Discord
Anyway,
and search there.
How
They
much
may
of
know
the
your
tunnel
name.
how much of the tunnel entrance do I block up? Do I get the whole, 7 foot, 600 pounds, nearly 8 foot tall?
but you're determined. It's not like you've never faced this issue down before.
Lovely.
That's true. That's true. Did they even
Don't
see
Don't
me
worry about
behind
it. We'll
Ulrick?
squeeze through somehow.
They see you guys are standing in front of them. Jesse, if you're hiding behind someone, you can check for that.
Sure.
Between
Alright.
the poof of feathers and our couple muscle boys, I think you'll be fine.
Are you guys helping
10.
Jesse hide?
Why not?
I can foof my feathers out a little.
I think I help Jesse hide passively.
Okay. Just maybe.
Does that give me advantage?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, it really is. So what'd you get?
10!
Wait, with advantage?
Yeah!
Oh no.
I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Well, one of the guards doesn't seem to notice anything at all. The other one's pretty short, so he actually managed to see around the great bulk of Ulrick, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
He kind of blinks, double takes, then he gives you like an angry eyebrow. The first one wraps his staff on the ground. I guess it's a glaive, actually. And asks, "What do you want?"
I'm willing to let Aryan field this, because I am not the friendliest person.
Very good idea.
If I talk, we fight. That's as far as it goes.
Hey,
So
Aryan!
we're in the
Rido can try as well, but we'll let...
Greetings,
go
my
as backup.
piratical friends.
Aryan?
My what?
Of course. Greetings, my. I don't know. You good fellows.
He huffs impatiently.
Well, we have. How do I put this? I'm needing something for a show of mine. I'm sure you know me, Gristle McThornbody,
Yes.
and of course the mistress. I point to my cleaver. I mean glaive.
He sneers at you because his is actually taller.
Hmm?
He sneers at you because his glaive is taller.
Yes, well, let's not turn this into a glaive measuring contest. That always ends poorly. Now, I need a prop for my next show. And I have heard that you have a blink moth jar. Is this true?
At the moment you say that, his eyes narrow. Who told you that?
Oh, I've heard some rumors out and about.
When should I do something?
Now, I've thought of an absolutely fantastic joke for my next routine, but I need to borrow the blink moth jar.
We don't do borrowing around here.
All right, perhaps, I don't know, renting?
I'd ask what you have to pay, but it doesn't look like much.
Fair.
Jesse's going.
Perhaps
Not death.
rent through a favor.
He seems to be considering it, but the short one is like, kicks him in the shins and is like, the boss will kill us, man.
Gristle, how about we offer them fair trade? Their lives for the jar.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking the same
Laugh.
thing.
I'm saying this slowly. I'm not saying it out like as a statement. Just kind of like leaning over and whispering to Gristle.
Alright, so the tall one says, offer accepted, and he moves to shove whoever's nearest to him off the cliff with the glaive. Who is that?
I don't know, it's probably me, because I'm kind of in front, just talking.
Yeah, it's probably you.
9 to hit?
No.
Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. And the small one,
As he misses, I'd just like to shout, it's not the size of the glaive, but how you wield it!
alright, go ahead, roll initiative.
All right. Let's see what I got here. You know, I actually can just go ahead and.
As I draw my swords,
no,
I just
can't.
go, that conversation is
Just
going nowhere.
Well, I see how this evening's going.
Oh. What'd you get?
Nat 20 on initiative.
Oh,
Oh.
man! Alright,
14.
I
11
only got a
for me.
15.
alright, not bad.
15 here.
14 for Rido.
Okay, who am I missing? 10 and a 15. 15 from myself! Well, that's sweet of you. You're not in a cell, you're suspended in a cage, but they don't know that. Alright, nat 20, you're the first to go.
Alrighty. I think I'm just going to whap the guy that tried to hit me.
Alright, roll to hit.
It's going to be a...
It's not open on this computer. Give me just a second here.
I screw up somehow.
If I open up iTunes, then I can bring up the playlists. Give JD a little bit of a hand.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Okay, nope.
Yeah, I figured.
Next up with a 16. He's gonna hit back at you.
They're just slapping at each other.
And 16 hit you.
Yes, barely.
Yikes.
Okay. Take. Wow, a whole 3 points of damage.
Oh no.
Overcompensation.
Make a dexterity
Yeah,
saving throw.
absolutely.
Give me
You
just
know,
a
it
second.
might be
I'm
if
having
this would open.
a little bit of an issue.
Like, oh,
Something.
the monitor
No
just
worries.
froze. No, okay, we're back. Still isn't opened up. the
15s,
program,
you're
though.
on deck.
All right. I got dexterity mod at +4, so I'm probably going first. God, can you open iTunes? Jesus fucking Christ. Come on. Alright. Okay.
For a dex save, that's going to be a 10.
Okay, you just barely made it. You feel your heel go off the edge of the cliff, and you scrabble desperately forward and just manage to rebalance yourself.
He's
You're
got
safe.
wings.
For now, but you're right next to
got
him, and he's pretty mad. 15, I believe we had 2 15s, who has the higher dex, I think we know.
It's me.
Jesse, what do you do?
Alright, these fools, I mean, we're fighting them, right? We're just gonna get rid of them?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll fly up a little bit. I'll just buzz up so I got a clear shot. I'll take a shot at one of them.
Okay.
Let's say the one that just attacked good old Gressel here.
Cool.
That's not gonna hit.
What you get?
Oh shit, do I? No, okay. I've got misfire 1, so this is still okay. I got a 11.
Can you do anything else?
I can take a second attack.
Go for it.
That's way better. 18.
All right, that hits, and he's got to save. Whoop.
Save versus what?
Anytime you get hurt while standing on this cliff, because it's a sea cliff, it's wild up here. He, for example, bullet, I think, strikes him right in the shoulder, and he twists around a little bit, and it's just enough to distract him for him to just topple right over the edge.
He also took 9 damage from my shot.
He did, but he was not around to feel it. He's gonna grab for Gristle. It's uncomfortable to say as he goes by, and misses you. All right, 15 from your cell. What would you like to do? From your perspective, you can't even see the door out. You are in a vast vaulted hall full of pirates. It's kind of dark in here, but there's like dozens and dozens of them. Seated at a long table is Elgar Burnscale himself. They're just pretty much cruising. You're suspended in a cage.
Well, do I have all like my equipment, or am I just like?
Oh, unfortunately, though, the cage is inscribed with anti-magic circles.
Oof.
All right.
That's rough.
But do I have like my armor and shields?
Yep.
For now, I'm just going to be in like a meditative position, and just doing a slew of prayers.
Okay.
Interesting.
Loud enough for all the pirates to hear.
Oh, so you scream prayers meditatively.
Mm-hmm.
Screams
But in a
meditatively.
slightly annoying fashion for everyone.
In a very... So this is very passive-aggressive religiousness here.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. What's your
Passive-aggressive
goal?
religion.
Do you have an actual religious goal?
What's my what?
Do you have a religious goal you're trying to achieve?
I'm trying to settle this peacefully.
Okay. So that is what you do. Next up, our 14.
Oh, that would be me. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Oh, right. The remaining dude, I'm assuming?
Yes.
What does that do?
Looking up right now.
Okay, don't worry.
It's just
I'm not sure if
I'll
it's a roll to hit.
spell attack against the target.
Praise aggressively, right? They're thirsty. Go give them a drink.
Sorry, guys, I'm eating
In the
Pepsi at
ocean.
the same time I'm doing this.
No. Up in your
21.
glaives. No one wants to see that.
Well, yeah. Alright. And what are you doing to him?
I actually get a second beam as well.
Oh,
423.
Warlock.
So he takes 1d10 for force damage, and because I took the evocation, I also had my charisma.
so this just in, Rido's terrifying.
Pew pew.
Yeah, pew pew.
13
Hey!
points of damage.
Nice. Alright, he's
More
staggering
like,
back,
phew, phew.
unfortunately away from the edge of the cliff, and he looks like he's starting to regret his life choices. He
I'm not
reaches
gonna-
out to where the keys would be on his companion's belt, and of course his companion's not there, and you see his face just blanch white. Next up, our 11.
That would be me.
Mm-hmm.
I draw my swords, I close the gap, and I'll swing at him.
Get him.
I short sword, to quote a certain rogue from a certain show.
Nice.
The 12, and a 16.
Alright, 16 hits. What's the damage on that?
That is 9 points of damage.
Alright, yeah, he's looking really bad. You guys both got him pretty good. And he, at this point, understands what's going to happen here. And somehow, deep in his heart, he starts just raging at you. He's so angry, he doesn't even care about his life anymore. He's going to try to push you, regardless of the size difference here.
Okay.
Contested athletics, please.
I am vexed at who he means.
Natural 20.
Vexed.
So he rolled a 3. He tries to push you. What happens is he, like, slaps your knee, and then looks like he's starting to cry a little bit. I believe he rolled a 10.
Can I win the contestant by picking him up in like a one-armed hug?
Sure.
Excellent.
Excellent. So let's keep this up. Who's next? Who got a 10? Anybody got a 10? Aryun, yeah.
Hello, is my mic working?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's your turn.
Yeah, I'd like to use my crossbow.
All right, just ping him.
Yeah.
You have advantage.
He's
I get
restrained
a
in
12.
Ulrich's giant arm.
Okay.
Well, that was a mistake.
Roll again.
16 on that one.
Okay, so 16 does hit. What's the damage on that? What's even the minimum damage for that?
I think it's 1d8.
Plus your dex. That's probably like 3 or something.
Which is an 8 I rolled.
Oh, cool. How do you want to do this?
Oh, well, he's right near the edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's
He's
actually-
currently in the grasp of your friend, though.
Yeah, he's
Say that again?
howling.
He is in the grasp of your friend.
Madonkus89,
okay.
thank you for the follow.
Just
Welcome to the
hits
Irie.
him in
Glad to have
some
you on
squishy
board.
point in his neck. And he
On
just
this
loses consciousness.
Crazy fun night of many
Classic
tieflings.
arrow to the throat. Ulrick, I believe? You're the one holding him?
Mm-hmm.
Your enemy just goes limp in your grasp.
Oh. I drop him.
Drop him to the ground.
I drop him to the ground.
And now the party is faced with the insurmountable closed door. What will you do?
Ah, shit. Wait, I think I
cast
can.
magic
Oh my
missile at
god,
the
I think
door.
I can do
No.
something about this.
All right.
I think there's an
Wait.
ability. There's a thing I can do where I can blast a lock open.
All right. How many times can you do it? Because there's 3 locks on the door.
I think I can do it as long as I have a grit point. And right now I have 3.
All right.
Let me open the document real quick.
Does it like expend grit points to use it?
No.
Or...
Nice.
Hello.
It's not. in
You
that
guys
folder.
hear some just kind of chaotic yelling behind the door, but you can't discern words.
If I remember right, it comes with the drawback. If it doesn't work, you basically fuse the lock shut.
Oh, that might be it. Secret Tomes, 5e. Is it in here?
By the way, for reference, the door's made of wood.
All right. Please open. It's opening. Sorry. Hold on.
So meanwhile, while Jesse is in thought, you can see seagulls wheeling around the sea far below you. The dude's, the one that fell over the cliff, he's just totally gone. And the wooden door with 3 locks in front of you. Anybody else want to do it?
Rhino pulls up some of her rations and tries to wave a seagull over.
Come right over. There's nothing seagulls love more than food.
Just open
Like,
the document, please. for
12
the
of them
God.
come screaming down to you, and they're fighting the
Come
whole
on,
way.
man. Please, 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 please.
I hold up the bit of food and say, whoever can give me the most information about what's in this cave gets the snack. And I'm using my talk with birds nonsense to see if we get anything useful out of this.
Excuse me?
Dinosaur.
Did you just call an inheritability nonsense?
Sorry, I use my special super awesome
Moderately
power to
peeved.
speak with birds to ask the seagulls for information.
I mean, I was just okay with I use my power to speak with birds, but you know that works too.
Come on. Now.
Speak with birds. Let's try it.
One of the seagulls swoops down and yells, "People! People!" Another one screams, "Fire!" from far away. One of them yells dragon, but it seems a little bit addled, like he's a little bit sideways. And one of them says, pirates! Prisoner!
Okay, it turns out I cannot blast a lock open with my gun, so...
At least you
Does
didn't.
anyone know how many people? Big flock, little flock?
Falc?
Yeah? Yeah?
Is the stream supposed to have the other, like our actual campaign's
Yeah, I
characters'
know.
names at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I addressed that at the start.
Falcon, remember to make the title Wedding Crashers?
No, it's... You told me to... Oh, Lord.
It's Tiefling Appreciation Week.
Which is great, but it's called Wedding Crashers.
You didn't...
Anyway.
You never told me that.
Do I
Sorry.
get any more information
Well,
from the
surprise.
seagulls?
Tiefling appreciation crashers.
And then he tries to grab the bread from you because he's tired.
I will split it between the one who told me big flock and the pirates.
Oh, you're teaching them to share. They don't seem inclined to share at first, but you're a big bird and they trust you enough that eventually they do. Trust me.
You're the big bird and you will listen.
Mm-hmm. Alright. We gonna deal with the door?
I do not possess the ability to blast the lock open. I don't know why I thought that.
Anybody else?
Can I... One moment, let me see whether I need to be able to see where I'm casting this spell.
Tiefling, I like it. Could
Can
I
you
try to
describe
blast
the
it
lock?
open anyway?
You can. You can also try to just punch the door.
I don't think that's gonna go so hot for me, personally.
I
Not
punched the door.
Can I put an unseen servant on the other side of the door and tell it to look for a deadbolt?
so who's doing what first?
I punched the door.
Okay, you did punch the door a little bit first. Go ahead and make I believe it's strength for punching. You want to just roll an attack on the door?
No, Inky
Sure.
Boo, that's for the
Unarmed
Inky
attack.
Boo, that was a great
Unarmed
pun.
attack. Alright.
It was a good one.
Oh yeah, that was the one thing I forgot to make. Oh well, should just be...
Don't slap poor
That's a
Dive.
crit!
Again? Jesus.
So we're sitting here thinking about the door. Rido is talking to birds, and it's really cute, and the rest of you are like distracted by the birds and wondering what's passing between them.
I reload
And
my
then
guns.
Gristle just kind of stands up and all his hopping glory, marches up to the door and like haymakers it, I think, and the spot he hits just splinters.
Oh, well, I mean...
The
that
door-
works,
One way
that
to
works
announce
just
your
as
presence.
fine.
Well, that works too.
You realize looking at this that the wood is actually pretty old and squishy from being exposed to the sea so long,
Don't ruin my moment.
and you can hack it in easily. Do you want to like deception?
It's very impressive. Rido, seeing that it's splintering, will decide to give it a whack with her quarterstaff as well. So she can get...
Absolutely. You want to roll it?
Yep, 1 sec.
Would I be able to walk up and just pry it open with my talons?
Go ahead and try.
Roll a strength check for that?
Strength.
That is an unnatural... 19, not... Gotta swap my strength index. 19.
That's-
Give me damage.
It's 17 for my strength.
Alright. So combined, your 3 powers combined, you bash down this.
Was 6. No, 5.
That's definitely enough. As long as it's not 1, it's enough. So, okay, so you crash through the door, through the rotted wood of the door. Beyond it is a long, damp tunnel leading down into an area, and there's lots of like partying noises down there.
That explains why they did not hear the gunshot.
Yeah, because that was kind of loud. Alright, wait, they're partying?
They're carousing. That's what pirates do.
So we're supposed to get in here, and we're supposed to grab some
Nimbus.
guy's bottle,
Nimbus.
and then another person.
Jar. Yes,
We're
you need-
rescuing Nimbus.
Nimbus is an important part of your mission. This was highlighted to you by Ta, the demon that gave you the mission.
Alright, well, okay.
Can I possibly stealth my way in? I
Absolutely.
can become invisible in shadow. Is there enough shadow?
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
All right.
There is enough shadow.
Plus
I hate to tell you this. Gristle isn't exactly the stealthiest guy.
That
Well,
doesn't try.
You know, like the hot pink armor generally. Yeah.
You don't really want to give the lad a cloak.
Oh my god.
I refuse to wear any cloak.
The 7'8", 600-pound Pass Without a Stealth. Nat 20 on the stealth.
What? All right. Let me roll.
So
for
what is-
stealth.
What is that?
It's a 31.
So what's
Gosh,
happening
you
here
can't
is this
roll
is the
for
most
shit.
stealthy you have ever been in your life, and you know it. And your
I've
heart's
lost track. I've lost track of myself. I don't know where I am.
always a little bit dissociative of you, and yet somehow you're still proud, and you know you're doing
So what's
Did,
the bonus from Pass Without a Trace?
10?
plus 10.
Oh, all right. In
So
that
that
case,
makes it an 18.
17.
27.
I rolled stealth with disadvantage, got a 19 and an 8.
Plus 10.
He's phased
Yeah.
out
Oh,
of the
and
story.
Ryder
Still
will
out of the
become
narrative.
invisible if she can. One with
Yeah.
shadows or invocation
pop up
in
on
dark
right.
or dim light. Use
He's just gonna
action, become invisible.
Appear in existence.
And invisible she is. And somehow this party of big monsters is just murdering people on a cliff. Busted in the door, and you've just disappeared. And you creep down the hallway. As you go, you pass some nooks, some side tunnels, in which there are groups of just ordinary, like, poor, dirty-looking pirates hanging out, carousing. Some of them are passed out drunk. But you know you're reaching the central area.
Alcohol.
And finally you
Jesse
come to the
doesn't
mouth
like
of the tunnel, a huge vaulted cavern, dimly lit by candles and the glimmering walls of the cave. There's a long table in the middle. Seated at it are dozens of pirates, and at the head of the table is the unmistakable Elgar Burnscale, a red half-dragon pirate lord. In front of him on the table, conveniently enough, is the beautiful and dainty Blinkmoth jar.
How convenient.
I have a feeling this is why the one seagull said dragon.
And above the table, suspended in a cage covered in magical symbols, is Nimbus, who is praying really loudly.
Hey, y'all, do y'all think if that cage falls down, do you think it'll break?
The real
Maybe.
question is, will it
worth
break
trying.
Nimbus?
Because I
Pardon?
could try and
Who's
shoot it
Nimbus?
down.
Who's Nimbus? There we go.
Who's
Sorry.
The one in the cage.
Yeah, y'all got some info about him when you received the contract.
Oh,
He's
okay, never mind.
valuable
Then.
part of the mission. Nimbus is in fact a little bit famous for being so good.
Not as famous as
At-
me.
At what?
So good. So
Being
noble.
a good tiefling.
Oh.
He's not
That be
He is just an innocent little cinnamon
Cousin
roll
Griffin.
too pure for this world.
he's not little, he's not innocent, but he may not be
Yeah, that's a
famous
description of
celebrity.
me.
Is he at least a cinnamon roll
This
too
is
pure
a-
for this world?
Y'all.
Is a
Okay.
king-size cinnamon roll too pure for this world?
That's all I care about.
Y'all. While he may not be as famous as Gristle, he is known in some circles as being the noblest tiefling since Tiska the Great-Hearted herself.
Alright, alright. Well, the point is, do you think if I shot the cage down, would it break on the ground? Or table, whatever it falls on?
Shit on the cage.
I am more concerned about
Perception? Alright.
us breaking Nimbus.
I would like to perception the mechanism for lowering it, like a winch on the wall or something like that.
That's a
For
good
me, that's a
thing to look for,
23 on the cage.
and it's sturdy.
You're not going to believe me.
So if I shoot it, then it's not gonna break?
Isn't
Damn.
he at 20?
Not even if... How far off the ground is it?
It's 2 in a row.
It's about 25 feet up in the air.
Alright.
And yes, natural 20 to investigate the mechanism. The mechanism for lowering the chain is on the wall behind Elgar.
Fantastic.
Kianaya is invisible.
Ulrick?
We said we already found the jar. Is on the table in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course it is.
Do
Ulrick,
we
darling,
know
do you
how
think if I
tough
shoot that
jar
mechanism...
is?
Here's the most important thing.
The real question is, do we want to do anything before all hell breaks loose?
I recommend
Because I
it.
imagine if we shoot the mechanism, it will.
Yeah,
I might,
everything.
for instance, try to creep a little closer, nice and invisible, and maybe be ready to snag the jar when their attention is elsewhere.
You absolutely can. Also, if anyone would like to roll history on Elgar Burnscale, you may.
I have
Why not?
researcher trait.
Pardon?
18 for history.
I'm trying to bring it up in the book. Here,
Skelly's
sorry.
voice is too
I
much
have
for
like a
you.
researcher trait.
Yeah, the research trait, I believe that means you know where information can be found if you can't think it up yourself.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, because I've got that. Anyway, we got an 18 for history?
Yep.
Yes, Elgar Burnscale, a name known and feared throughout the string of islands that make up the eastern part of the world.
Would he
He's
have a
vicious,
bounty?
old. He rules his pirate clan with an iron or scaly fist, and he's famous because he personally led a fleet to destroy a clan of red dragons. And succeeded. However, he's not brutish. He can be bargained with, and he's actually extremely smart. Most people who think lowly of chromatic dragons underestimate him.
How many
So I
pirates
have
are we facing?
the bare bones of a plan. You are welcome to critique and come up with other
Somebody's
things.
knocking on the fucking door. I'm not really-
We send someone who can talk to him.
I raise my
Our
hand.
gunslinger stays behind. If it looks like things is not going well, we have some signal the talky person can give. Gunslinger shoots the thing. We grab the jar in the chaos, and we hopefully pull Nimbus out too. And
So
we
wait.
run like our butts are on fire.
So so I'm just waiting here to shoot the mechanism? Because I got like one skill
Unless
set
you
and
want
that's
to be
it.
part of talkie party. Okay, then yes.
Ulrick is still
Sweet.
standing with his
Tip
hand
for the
volunteering for the
that's a-
talking part.
Who's going to be
I
our...
can help with the talking. I'm reasonably decent at it.
That's a good idea.
I lower my
And
hand.
if need be, I will grab the jar and try to turn invisible under the table or something.
Okay. I like it. Who's going to be our chatter? And how do you announce yourself?
Well,
I can make loud noise.
I
Look,
make
I've
an
got
even
2
louder
guns. That's what
noise?
I've got.
yeah, no, I just kind of, I don't know.
Okay.
Gristle McStormbody is a pillar of confidence. So he'd just walk right into the center of that goddamn room, and he would just be like, "Hey, everybody, Gristle McStormbody here."
So who's holding Gristle McThornbody back?
I mean, I'm small.
I push him
I'm
into the
just
room.
going to
I push Gristle
use
into the room.
what is it?
Oh, that's not what I meant to have. Oh,
It's happened.
I'm going to use manual illusion to do
Stop
trumpet
being a pussy.
fanfares as
Nope.
Gristle McDoinbody enters the room.
I could play the trumpet sound right now. I would. But yeah, a fanfare plays. It's very artistic. There's probably a reference to some obscure thing that Rido researched back in her day. And Gristle, shoved forward, tries to pull it off as a stroll as he walks into the room. Simultaneously, 124 pairs of eyes turn to look at him.
124.
Small crowd.
Very, very big flock.
That's a lot of fucking people.
They're at the end of the table. If he had eyebrows
Although,
that
unless anybody has, only one eye, maybe if they're pirates, they only have the one eye with the others covered by the eye patch. But otherwise, if
That
they
is-
all have 2 eyes,
Yeah, so
then that is
how many
only
pirates are we
62
talking?
people. So
What's your past?
124.
Yeah, here's one thing. Gristle, you notice this even with your passive perception of 11. You glance around at all these people looking expectantly at you. There are no tieflings here. Not one.
No tieflings?
No tieflings. Elgar coughs delicately
We don't know what they're missing out on.
when you'd show yourselves.
Oh, wait, it's only 61 to 123 pirates, because 2 of those eyes probably belong to Nimbus.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're
At this
right.
point, clearly you recognize Gristle.
No idea what you just said.
Salutations, all. Gristle McThornbody here. Also,
My accent is probably just gonna go all over the place this entire night. Just kind of ignore.
Fine. So Elgar just
Mine is a bit too.
Also, I,
punches
Because I'm eating.
teeth in his dragon jaws and says, "I know. What do you want?"
well, I was hoping to put on a show for you all.
Still going with the story?
I've got a better show for you.
Oh god.
Oh, really?
The guards around the door, ready their weapons.
Oh.
The tension in the air is palpable.
Oh lord.
I cut out a piece of the tension and make a tension loaf, wrap it up, take it home with me.
All right.
I don't
make
actually
it out
do
first.
Gonna be sleight of hand to cut out a piece of the tension.
Alrighty.
Wait, we actually doing that?
Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay, you try to do a little curtsy, but it doesn't work out. You accidentally bump one of the dudes at the table, and his beer just spills a little bit on his cup.
That is a tragedy right there.
He doesn't know what the word tragedy means, but he certainly seems to know that it was a bad thing to happen.
That wasn't said in character.
Oh, okay.
Right, I was gonna
Remember,
Attempt
weird
this.
accents.
diplomacy shit.
Yes.
So she.
Where's our June?
Are you? I don't.
Are you? Yeah.
I'm up with you guys, I think.
Oh, okay. Just to know if you
Yeah,
wanted to
unless
use this
anyone
in
else
talk.
is going to go talk, Rydo will step forward. Which is
All right.
greetings.
You step
I give
forward,
my
and
lord.
it's in the space as big as this vaulted hall. You're able to unfold a little and stand up straight, and it feels really comfortable for you. You've got wings, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a yes.
So it feels so nice after crouching and sneaking through that passage. You fan your wings a little bit, and Elgar blinks.
Like the spell?
No, not
A
like
crack
the
in his
spell.
composure.
All right.
Like yes, it is a crack in his composure. He blinks.
Y'all, is he scared of tieflings?
Need be. In that case, I might make use of my proficiency and go for something else. I use my minor illusion to darken the lantern somewhat, just sort of add a little cloud of darkness around me as I step forward. Good evening, sir. My apologies if my compatriots' performance was not to your taste. Perhaps
He
you
looks
might,
like he's looking for a snappy response, and there isn't any.
perhaps we could try something else. I have known a great many things. I have learned quite a lot. In particular, been looking at the biology of things recently. Should I find a specimen for dissection? Would that be more to your entertainment?
Oh god, she's
Or
gonna try to freak him out.
perhaps Eduni?
Oh boy.
I very much think we could do something to liven up the mood some. And she's just sort of
She's gone
letting her
through.
wings unfold a little more, get a little bigger as she walks.
Okay,
And
okay.
These things are fucking freaky.
Everybody with except for Arjun, you can't see this. Your passive's not high enough. Everybody is able to perceive. Half dragons can't sweat, but he's sweating. He backs up about half a centimeter.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
scared.
Have I
What would happen if I
offended?
walked into the room?
I would have assumed that perhaps one such as you must have fought quite a great many threats. I'm sure little old me isn't that intimidating. I sort of lean forward and let the darkness coalesce more around me. The eyes glow slightly.
Natural one will save for Elgar
Oh.
here.
Oh,
He,
I didn't even need to roll intimidation.
Yep. He coughs nervously and says that he actually doesn't say anything at all. He was going to go into his dragon killing history, but he doesn't say. The words die in his throat. He does stand straight up and look you in the eye, though. What kind of offer are you making?
The jar.
I
One
didn't
you
quite make
can't
out what he said.
refuse.
What kind of offer are you making?
How about this? We take this capsule jar, which I don't know that you have that much use for it down here, or
His hands
perhaps
tense up when you tap the jar.
I give him a grin and show off my canines a little. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I was simply thinking that there might be something else you would prefer. Perhaps, as I said, I know a great deal. We might talk some. I could give you some form of information. And, we might take this tiefling off your hands as well. He doesn't seem in good company. Perhaps we take this and we give you as much as we can in terms of places around, places to perhaps find new conquest, and we live with no problems. Yes?
He manages to save against being terrified of you this time. He glances up at Nimbus and his resolve seems to strengthen. And he says to you, "You have no idea what this jar cost. That
Ulrick,
filthy
go.
creature will only leave this place in pieces."
Go on.
You're gonna need a little bit stronger intimidation.
Go on, Ulrick.
I walk into the room.
I get 22 for intimidation, and I
Oh,
stand up a little taller.
Suddenly the mountain walks into the room.
And
I wish to provide
Are you
assistance
sure?
to Rido.
does that mean I roll with advantage?
Yes, you roll with advantage. Ulrich, you can also
I get
roll
16
if you would
again, so
like.
plus 6 is 22.
Damn.
Dang.
Y'all are
Just making
killing
sure.
it.
So, yeah.
Intimidate.
He says,
I got scary
"Indeed,
friends.
sir, that door must have cost you quite a bit. It would be a shame if it cost you anything more."
Oh, nice.
Okay, so he looks up at you, looks at Ulrich, looks back at you, realizes that the wall is pretty close behind him, and steps to the side in case you want to reach that handle for the chain. He looks disgusted. He is so angry at this point, and his men are pretty scared of you, so they're not going to do anything. But he's not happy about what's going down here. You guys can, DM to players, you can take your goodies now if you want.
Yeah. All right, go for it. Grab things and
Rido leans over, pockets the jar, leaves behind a few bits of parchment, any random things, whether this information will actually be useful to him. She doesn't really know, and at this point doesn't care. He just leaves behind that and says, "Thank you, sir. We'll just be taking our little guest here. Take him
while
off
this is
your
happening-
hands."
Sorry.
And she steps toward the mechanism.
Alright, meanwhile, Gristle?
While this is happening, Crystal's gonna whichever pirate he bumped into, he's going to take his flagon, take a little sip out of it, like, ugh.
Make a Constitution saving throw, my friend.
Okay, we're gonna do this. That's a 10.
Lord.
Alright. Is it just a sip?
Yeah, it's just a little sip.
Alright, you take a sip, and you manage not to spit it out in disgust, but you wrinkle up your own nose.
I say,
It is
might
gross.
might I recommend a nice red and swap it with the one for the guy next to him?
That would have been a great way to introduce assassinating someone, but yeah, that's a great line regardless. Alright, so you've got the jar.
That's an idea.
Rido?
Yes.
So
And I am stepping towards the mechanism, looking as terrifying as I can to our better captain here.
Yeah, he's angry, but at this point he recognizes this is the way the deal's going to go down. He's not going to touch you. Because he just watched Ulrich, the giant, terrifying demon, walk out of absolute stealth. He has no idea how many tieflings are lying in wait. He's outmatched right now, to the best of his knowledge. He doesn't know there's only 6 fools in the hallway. Y'all better run before somebody scouts and figures it out.
Can I get to the mechanism and lower the thing?
Mm-hmm. You'd reach uncomfortably close to him from his perspective.
I just lean towards him and like reach behind him for the lever, just grinning into his face. "Thank you so much, dear. Isn't it much better to deal with things this way than have to make a mess?"
I just want to say right now that if somebody starts to try and backstab one of my pals down there, I will shoot them in the head. I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm gonna do, you know, hypothetically.
All right.
Ready to action. Shoot in the head.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your ready to action. Meanwhile, Nimbus, you feel the cage jolt around you as it starts to be lowered down, and eventually it hits the table with a clunk. Were you injured at all? You get to decide that during your stay with these pirates.
Use gun. Right.
Let me unmute myself first.
DM says,
I'm
"Well,
gonna
see
say
throw, my
no.
friend." Right.
Okay.
Willingly was captured.
Okay.
I stand up.
You cannot. It is too small.
It's too small. Okay.
Yep.
Never mind then. I just wait patiently.
All right. Who's gonna open this up? I'm gonna need some lockpicking.
Well, I can't do that.
You're gonna have to lockpick it. There's no way they're giving you the key.
out of the dude, or
I mean, if we
would
can't
be-
pick the lock,
that'd be a
just
little
pick
too
up the
much.
cage and bring it with us.
Can I use Gong of the Summit? Split it
Pardon?
open. Can I use Gong of the Summit, which is a 6th level monk ability?
Sure.
He's a monk?
I don't know what that is. Go for
It
it.
says it basically just casts Shatter, which I had to look in the book to see
Oh.
what that does.
Oh yeah, that's gonna definitely cause injury to all the people around you, though. So do it with caution.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell the pirates to clear the area?
Maybe it's not such a good idea.
I got little fingers. I can give it a go, but I'm currently
Yeah,
hidden.
you should.
Yeah. I'll walk up to the cage and attempt to just wrench the door open.
Strength, please.
I have no time for locks.
You've got this.
Ugh. That's a
I just
15.
went.
15 strength.
Jesse.
Okay, you wrench at the bars, and there is a horrible rending noise as the bars bend backwards. While this cage was solid metal, it was silver.
Ah.
Does it open or just bend?
You can bend a pretty wide space in there. You can make another wrench at it if you'd like to,
Yes.
but it's going to start getting awkward.
Just do the one more.
One more? Okay, go for it.
That is a 25.
Oh yes.
You rip the cage in half.
Yeah.
Nimbus
that
is
night.
deposited neatly on the table in a little curled up lump.
I stand back.
Paisley,
All
thank
right.
you for the host.
I throw
Time
a
to
smile.
go.
I throw a very tusked smile at Rido.
is
I-
there a...
I look at the captain.
Sorry, who smiled at Rido?
Ulrick.
Ulrick did.
Rido, if she can, well, she's going to just sort of bow and like sort of sweep away if she can. She'll disappear into the nearest shadow and invisiblefy herself. Yeah, but lovely.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, we grabbed that. We grabbed the jar, right?
Yep, Rido has it
All right.
in my pocket.
And you guys make your way out?
Can I say something to the captain before I leave?
You may.
All right, I'm gonna go into character, so give me a second.
Go for it.
Captain, I was grateful for your hospitality. I feel it's unfortunate that it had to end like this. I was hoping to get this peacefully. However, if our paths cross again, don't know if I will be so kind. And then I walk out.
Okay. He is very understandably quite scared of you, possibly even more than of Ulrick. So as you guys walk out, you feel him, no, not feel, you hear him swallow a couple of times, trying to get back up to his normal voice level. And finally he managed to mutter out, "If I ever see any of you again, you'll pay."
That's funny
Cash for
because he never
credit.
saw me in the first place.
Yeah. He only means like the three of you he actually saw.
Later, loser.
Gristle is going to actually
Honestly,
say
yeah.
cash or credit though as he leaves.
Gristle, you're amazing. Alright, so off you go out of there. You've reunited with your party
Rido comes
member.
out of the out of the shadows, or like just even just an arm sticks out of the shadow and high fives Crystal for that pun.
It's pretty great. All right, so we're leaving. We're getting out of here with your party member. You have completed part 1, and you have your jar.
Yay.
May I
Alright.
remind you all?
Complete.
I will carefully wrap the jar in some cloth from my backpack.
Don't worry, it's magically unbreakable.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's safe. The crystal accents, you don't want to get them scratched.
Yeah, of course not.
obviously.
So you are
Look at the
reunited with
craftsmanship.
Nimbus, whose noble goal, I might remind you, for the past several months has been to save the blink moths from their place of capture and return them to their home, the Gardens of Lalu.
How convenient.
Yeah, so that's why you needed this fellow on your team. You've got skills and a mission that aligns with your own. So now all that remains is for you to get back to the planar bridge, which I will just say you do without incident,
Oof, that's rough.
and go to the location that you're supposed to be infiltrating. Would anybody like to do anything in the upkeep time?
I would like to speak with the party.
Pardon?
I would like to speak with the party.
Go for it.
I am grateful for your help. I wasn't sure exactly how I was gonna get out of there.
Not a problem.
Personally, I'm just rather glad that that didn't end more in more difficult fashion.
As is I. However, why did you come to my rescue?
Oh, we were hired to.
Hired?
We have a job to do, and we believe it aligns quite nicely with your goals.
Who hired you?
Wait. So do we know that it was the demon Ta who hired us?
Yes, some of you were hired directly by Ta, requested. Some of you hired through an associate. I could go into the rationalizations of how it fits with everyone's alignment, but we don't have time.
Ta. Servant of Lalu? Lalu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's her name.
Lalu.
Jesse doesn't know that. We're supposed to get you, and then get the moths.
Again, for reference for the audience, Ta is the cat goddess of precious articles.
Lalu is.
Lalu, yeah. Ta is a servant of Lalu.
A single fucking animated sword. Wow. That is rough.
Real.
All the grunts.
So, you were hired to rescue me, and you pick up the jar which I was searching for.
Yep.
By what chance are you planning on using that jar for?
Well, I mean, ideally we take it and then we go get the moths in it. Since they belong to the person we're working for. We're supposed to give them back.
And we replace them with more moths?
We replace them with different moths.
By chance, is this the Garden of Lalu?
I mean, yeah. I think.
Then I shall accompany you.
Good.
What do we have? Perhaps we should introduce ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
I am Raido Kine, a warlock from the South Reach. Gestures to associates. Yep. Next.
Ulrick, I fight.
That's true.
My name is Jesse Reynolds. I am a bounty hunter from the north near the Ashlands.
I
Pardon?
am Ajin Singh. It is good to have you with us, brother.
Okay. Yeah.
Gristle needs no introduction, but he probably will take one.
Yes. I'm sure you all know me. Gristle McThornbrand,
Nice
entertainer
blobfish.
extraordinaire.
Sorry, I actually don't know.
Oh.
Shots fired. Hand that man a gun. Shots are fired.
I
I
unfortunately don't have much time for the I am a Nimbus, holder of virtue, protector of
Right,
my
right.
background is unimportant.
Master of Edge.
Master of Edge. Rude. All right, so
Good
y'all head up to
edge.
the recently finished
Did they kill it?
constructed
Did I kill what?
planar
Oh, did they
bridge
kill
in the home of
sword?
the volcanoes. In the heart of the volcano, this planar bridge, again, Magic the Gathering players, please don't come after me. I'm tired.
Too late. I've already come after you about it.
Planar bridge, located near the heart of a volcano, is probably the volcano's greatest accomplishment to date, and it allows you to access any plane. It's expensive,
Rido,
though. One doesn't get in without a favor owed.
Rido looks around at the volcano as we pass by, admires the handiwork coming from a volcanic home herself.
I've been here before.
Been here before? Yeah, actually. Jessie is going to be you guys your ticket in, because she knows these folks. They've done plenty of business before.
Sure have.
The current administrator of that mountain, let me grab a name for him. Audrey Compton. She approaches your party as you arrive at the gate and asks, Jessie, what can I do for you today?
Hi there, Audrey. I'm looking to pass through the planar gate if it's possible.
What's the destination this time?
Celestia?
Same old. What?
Yeah, no,
I don't
it's
know
kind
if
of a
we
new...
even have that setting.
Do we have that setting? I mean, I'm pretty sure you do.
Oh, don't worry. We excel at custom work. And she goes over to the switchboard on the gate and begins fiddling with the knobs, humming quietly to herself, making very dismayed faces. Fortunately, most of you don't have a perception high enough to notice that.
I do, because I'm 16.
Without joy and satisfaction, the bridge starts to keep hum and lights up with golden and blue light. It's ready for you to step through.
It's
Any
a
li-
Stargate.
It is the Stargate.
It is a pinnacle of
greatest
your
D&D
construction.
campaign.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
Master of anime protagonists. Hell yeah.
All right, any
What a
last
gate
questions?
bridge!
Oh, Lord. All the
Start
policies,
moving.
Skylark.
You're
Receive
not going
inspiration.
to be the you're not going to be the temp of this group.
What was the policy?
Receive inspiration, please. I spat out my drink.
Excellent!
All right, so in you go.
Audrey, you are fantastic. Thank you so much. And I will forgive the time that I helped y'all take down that slide.
She bows neatly to you. Understood. Travel safely, Jessie.
Thank you.
Rido gives a little bow as well. Perhaps upon our return, we'd love to discuss the workings of the gates and perhaps in exchange for other information. Oh,
She comes up to about your knee, but she doesn't seem scared at all, and she gives you a smart salute. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, she's not trying to intimidate. She's like,
I know.
the
I'm just saying,
intimidating
because-
air is somewhat dampened by the, like, little kid enthusiasm that Rido is
Aw.
expressing around this thing. Like, oh, this is so fascinating. Look at this.
It is beautiful. It is a masterpiece of work.
Alright,
You
alright,
do
come on.
very good work. Yes. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. On we go. On we go.
I hop through with... Actually, you know what? I fly because I don't want to fall.
Yep, you fly right in.
If that do,
I'm also flying on in.
anybody need a lift?
The rest of the plebeians can walk.
I
Aww.
walk up to it, but before I reach the gate part of it, I'll kind of stop and stare at it for a while until
What are
somebody.
you
pulls
attempting
me.
to discern?
I'm not. I'm genuinely afraid of this thing.
Oh,
Rido walks up next to you and stares too. You get the feeling she's not looking at that. She's looking at something else. Not
I will
entirely all
literally
there,
come back
dear.
through and pull y'all through. Are y'all
After a
coming?
moment, Rido just kind of reaches around and gives a little nudge to her companion by the door.
Are y'all come on. It's real pretty, I
Absolutely.
promise.
I will come up behind them and just put my arms around their shoulders and go, well,
Can you?
as much as I could, and be like,
Ulrick.
shall we just go together?
Hold
Mm.
hands.
I'm through.
If it was possible for Ulrick to get pale, he would.
Oh, poor baby. It's gonna be okay, I promise. You've got friends with you.
I can give you a lift if you need. That way you don't trip.
Look, I've walked in and out of this thing like 3 times now. Come on.
Are you like buzzing in and out of it impatiently?
Yes, I am.
No,
Go back and
see,
check on
she is
everybody
still
else,
in one
'cause-
piece. It's fine.
I'm
It's
fine. Like,
fine.
look, I promise,
this
it's
other
real
weird
nice on
flying
the other
thing's
side.
buzzing back and forth.
Ulrick nods. He takes a step forward.
All right.
I follow.
So is that everybody?
I think so.
As you pass through the shimmering blue and golden film of the gate, the darkness of the heart of the volcano around you gives way to soft golden light as you step out into a grove of brilliant green grass, growing between the bases of enormous trees that loom overhead. The air is sweet and light. You have arrived in heaven. And not by dying.
Hey!
I pick up a blade of grass.
It smells awesome.
I eat it.
It tastes awesome too.
You know, I was literally about to do the same thing.
Do you do that every time, Jesse?
I pick up a blade of grass. I hand it to Jesse.
Oh, thanks. I'll
No,
eat
you
it.
need to just put it in the corner of your mouth. Just leave it there.
No,
Right.
I'll just eat it.
That's a Jesse thing to do. All right. So these trees are actually pretty
Rido
small
just sort of
compared to most
comes
trees here.
down and looks at the grass for a while, stares at it again.
A couple of heavenly butterflies flutter past overhead.
Oh!
Nice.
I attempt to catch one.
All right. That's going to be sleight of hand,
Oh, this is not going
contested
to
with the acrobatics check of the butterfly. I never thought I'd be saying that. Oh, that sentence.
Out of context D&D quote right there.
That is
Right?
a 14 for Ulric.
Butterfly rolled a natural 20. I am sorry. You reach upward, kind of awash in childlike wonder, and you're still a little shaken by walking through the gate. You reach up, and it just flies by like 5 feet over your hand. You had a good attempt, though.
You win this time, butterfly.
Hey, I'm gonna.
You win this time, butterfly. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
I'm gonna put my hand on his arm, say to him, probably for the best. These things might be too good for even us to handle.
Oh. All right.
Do you want me to shoot one down for you?
I can try. I can try and take one down for you if you
Is this
really
really
need it.
what we're doing, guys?
Or-
I mean,
Ulric
I'm
nods.
kind. I don't really want to shoot a butterfly. I mean, that doesn't seem right.
Well, Rido's waiting for their response to see if they say yes.
You have this
Ulric
carefully
nods.
constructed one shot, and we're just off chasing butterflies.
You do remember you had like a mission, right?
Right, we gotta
It
go.
didn't involve giving away your presents with actual gunfire.
And we're also in heaven.
This is why I offered to try and get one down a little more quietly, but if we perhaps that idea.
This place
All
is
right.
filled with many interesting sights, but we should keep on our mission.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right.
So you pass out of the grove of trees,
Yeah. What?
and ahead of you, you see off in the distance a massive hill, also covered with giant trees. The area in between is a wide golden field with gently waving grass. All of you feel like it's very beautiful, except I think Nimbus, because you know somewhere in the instincts in your heart that wide open, gently rolling fields are the perfect home for golden eagles, and you start to feel very nervous. The rest of you, though,
Is it all the
know
tiefling?
immediately that the building in the distance, surrounded by those trees on that tall hill, is your destination.
Oh shit! Get dunked on, lurker. Get dunked on in the chat, lurker.
I
Oh
point at the
man.
building. There. We go there.
I mean, I
There.
think so. Yeah.
I start walking forward.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean,
Squat up.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for danger because I mean, you know,
You're
wherever
good.
you
Keep
are,
four
you
eyes
need to
out for
never
danger.
be too careful.
I'm,
Rido like crouches down slightly and bird scoots her way across the grass.
Bird scoots. I love it. So as you progress across the field, The only thing blocking your way at any point is a narrow little stream that trickles with water that isn't just clear water, it seems to dance and glimmer with lights like stars in the night sky.
Now that is real pretty.
It is real pretty.
That is a real nice sight right there. Should we avoid touching that?
I don't know. Would any of you like to roll Arcana or Religion to discern the nature of the stream?
Not
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
be me.
try.
I'll roll religion.
1 moment.
All right.
That's a 0 and another.
That is
Weirdly,
a
I
nat
am-
1.
I will roll religion.
So that will be a total of 4.
Lexicon.
It's a total of a natural 1, my
22.
friend. You look at that and you immediately remember a description from one of your textbooks back in the day of sherbet. 22 for the other one, right?
What?
Yes.
Sherbert?
So this is definitely a very magical stream. Here in heaven, it's not going to be anything malicious, but it might be something unexpected to you.
So we probably won't die stepping in this, but I have no idea what else might it do. So perhaps we be careful.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
will fly over and can carry someone if they need.
It looks
I'm
tasty.
fine on my own. I can fly.
Looks tasty. Oh, by the way, this is totally unrelated. Who's carrying the ink moths?
I think
imagine
it's
it's
Rido.
Still Rido.
Wait.
Rido? Oh, Rido has the blink moth jar. Who has the ink moth jar?
I think she had both.
Okay, that's fine.
I am
So how
very
are we
careful to
getting-
keep them separated.
How are we getting over the stream?
I can fly and I can carry someone else, maybe? Perhaps someone a little smaller.
I can't carry anyone, sorry, but I can take your stuff, maybe.
How wide across is it?
I do have
It is
4
about
arms.
10
I can
feet.
carry all that shit. She wouldn't say that.
I'm gonna scamper and jump over it.
Right, running jump.
I'll like sky cam it from above. I'll watch him go from like an aerial position. Get some good work in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Aerial
Is this
cam.
for any reason other than like you just want to see?
I just want to see.
All right, check for a running jump. I'm gonna say is athletics.
I can hover. I may as well hover. What about that wink moth jar? That's the in
I have
between.
bonuses to movement from being a monk. Is that gonna
Perfect.
All
Yeah,
right.
you'll probably be able to make that.
All right, we get a 16.
Sweet, you make it.
Raise me up.
Anybody else?
I will follow suit.
Oh my god.
You're gonna try to make that jump.
Yes.
All right.
I rolled a beautiful 2.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right. So everyone's across the stream. You watched one beautiful
Wait,
leap
I-
over and a clean landing,
I haven't.
and then I
crossed
believe it's. Oh.
Yeah.
Can't you fly?
me.
No.
I'm.
Yeah.
I'm a giant mound of muscle. I have no
Oh
wings.
yeah. Yeah. Sorry, mix up.
Out of sight.
So whoever ruled the 2, this is what happens to you. You
Would it be
take the
possi-
running jump.
Yeah.
You leap, and as you're on the way over, you start to realize that something's catastrophically wrong, and you land on your belly, hands outstretched in the grass, and your feet are dangling in the stream. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
I'm going to change diet for this one.
Nymira Moon, thank you for
That
the
is
follow.
a nat 20 plus
Welcome
5.
to the Irie. I'm glad to have
Nothing
you on
happens.
board. Sick nat 20.
Climb back up on the other guy.
Climb out. Okay.
Oh, good. You still have your feet.
It looks normal to me. I mean,
Your feet
I guess that means
sparkle
it
a
doesn't
little
really
bit
do
as
anything.
they dry off. It's probably the nicest stream I've ever
Ooh,
looked. All right, who's the
fancy.
next?
Ulrick, darling, you got this.
You got this. Oh, Rick, darling. Oh my gosh. Go
I
on.
call a lot of people darling.
Oh, neat.
I cast jump on myself, which triples my jumping distance.
You're not messing around.
He's a ranger.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I-
He's
Go
a
ahead.
ranger.
Do I need to make a?
Nope.
fucking- Yeah.
Nope.
fucking Triple.
You go
triple
for it.
that. I hop and I cleared the gap.
You probably clear the entire party. You sail through the air with the greatest of ease, and you want to roll acrobatics to stick the landing.
Sure.
Rainosaurus, thank
That
you
is
for the
a
follow.
10 plus
Welcome to the Irie.
1. 11.
Well, you manage like a decent kind of superhero landing. You tear up the grass a little bit as you skid to his stop. It looks okay. And you ready to proceed on your way?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. You continue walking through the fields of heaven. And as you come upon the grove of trees at the top of the hill, you start to see there are figures flitting around. You can see a building between the trees. It rises from the ground, a towering structure built out of alabaster and gold with beautifully wrought spires at every corner. Standing at the main gate are 4 enormous angels, gleaming white, glowing with light. There's also a sign next to the main gate that says staff and points to the left.
Alright, my mama may have called me an angel, but I don't think I'm on the level of those guys, so I don't think I'm getting in that way.
They haven't seen you yet. You're still in the trees.
Sketchy,
As you
they're
watch, an
pretty
angel flies down out of the
bits.
sky, exchanges a
what
brief
it does
word,
look
and is
ugly.
admitted through the towering golden
But
doors.
not anymore.
Whatever that angel said, I can't say it.
That's
Alright,
correct.
so-
You don't speak Celestial.
So what's the plan here, y'all?
Did I hear it? Did you mishear it?
No, I'm sorry. It's impossible to hear it from here.
Well,
What is going on? I had to step
You
out
arrived
first.
at the palace where the wedding is being held.
I suppose I could try to get us in.
Don't
Might
forget,
be
there
able
is a
to help
sign.
with that.
There is a sign that reads staff and points to the left.
So we're trying to get in.
I take the blade off of my glaive and go that way.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Because it's a staff.
I do not think that is what they mean.
Probably too late. He can't hear you. Poor Gristled McThornbody has a passive perception of 11. So he's running off. Who follows?
Let us all follow.
I'm gonna stealth.
Alright,
I mean,
go
if I
ahead and roll
can.
stealth.
I'm gonna put the blade
It's
back on
not, it's not my
glaive, by the way.
best thing.
Okay.
Who
That's a
would
17.
want to be the most talky likely to talk us in?
I raise my hand.
I raise my
I-
hand.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll go.
Somebody
Alright.
step
I-
forward.
I step forward and say, I can do it in Celestia.
Oh, well,
What?
if someone else needs tongues cast on them,
Nice.
Well,
that was my plan.
feel pretty. I don't know what you said.
But you already speak the language, so unless someone else will like it, I guess I'll put it on myself.
Man, both y'all can be speaking
Alright, so
real
where are
nice.
y'all heading?
No idea what I just said. I
I'm
literally have
heading
no idea.
towards the sign that says staff.
Alright, so we're going past around the building where the staff sign indicates?
Yes.
Okay, so you proceed around almost 180 degrees around the building to the much less impressive back entrance. There's like a couple smaller towers. There's only 2 angel guards standing here, and there is a sign over the door that reads catering. There's also a path leading up to it, which passes through some convenient trees and past a large boulder.
Wait, what was that last part?
Skyline.
There's
Thank you
just
for the
some
bits.
cover around the path leading up to catering.
Okay.
I got a 17 for
Nice.
stealth, and I'm just letting you know I'm like trying to dim my glow a little bit.
Dimming your glow, okay. There's a lot of glow around here, so no worries.
Ulrick turns to whoever's closest and goes, maybe we should bring butterflies as food.
Don't think they're delicacies
Never gonna live
here.
down the butterflies, am I?
Oh my god.
All right. While
Mhm.
you're contemplating the situation, you hear the distant sounds of a carriage coming along the road.
Oh, are we
Let
gonna
us-
smash and grab this carriage?
Yeah,
Don't need to.
I'd rather us not. Are we trying to get inside, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
you need to get inside.
All right, then I shall. Do you mind if
Lordy
I?
Nove, thank you for the bits.
The angels. I'm speaking to the party, not
do you mind if we what?
if I talk to the angels on behalf.
The ones by the door, or the ones you're assuming are in the cart, or what?
The ones by the door.
I
Get
mean,
us
yeah,
in.
go for it, mate.
And you speak Celestial, you said? Or do you need tongues?
No, I can speak the language.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk up to the two guards, I guess.
Up
I'm
close,
hanging back
they're a lot
'cause
more
I got
intimidating
one
than you
skill set
first
and it's
thought.
shooting things.
They are way bigger than you. They are glowing with light. Their eyes are just pure white pupilless, and they're each holding a giant greatsword. One of the kind of them looks at you a little suspiciously and says, who do you know here?
We are seeking to enter the building as part of the staff.
No. I don't think you heard what I said. Who do you know here?
Who do I know here?
Yeah.
No one. That I know
See,
of.
that's where we're having the problem.
Oh, Lord.
Now, we don't accept loiterers on the premises, so if y'all could kindly clear.
Y'all,
And
these
he
angels are
gestures with a very
assholes.
heavy sword effortlessly at the woods.
We're seeking to be
I wave.
employed.
Then you are going to have to send an application online like everyone else.
Online. It's online.
Roll with it, my friend.
I am rolling with it.
Oh my god.
Come on, this is from the D&D game that brought you As TV.
That's fair.
And Dwayne the
That's
Scrying
fair.
Stone Johnson.
Dwayne the Scrying Stone The Rock Johnson. How could we ever forget him?
That's
Anyway.
true.
Dwayne the Rock the Scrying Stone Johnson. But you know.
I'm so sorry. How could I forget? Anyway.
Ulrick pulls out his
You guys
his smart rock
Okay.
and starts applying on
Sending stone. Okay.
It's a smart rock. I got the latest model.
There's no need for possibly a paladin in company?
Are you
Interwing.
kidding?
Oh my god.
Have you looked in a mirror? I don't mean to be rude or anything, but we have some pretty strict hiring requirements. Maybe you could try, I don't know, limbo?
Oof. Hey,
Unfortunately, I'm not that dexterous.
Hey, Gristle? Gristle, darling? Gristle?
Yes.
Do you think you could get us in there as if we're providing some sort of entertainment? I know that's like your thing.
I suppose I could try.
Here's my idea. Here's my idea, y'all. Here's my idea. Hear me out here. A couple of us go in as entertainment. One of us, you know who you are, you go in invisible, and you go find those little light moths or whatever, and then you grab those, and then you pull, and I'll shoot the bottle of ink moths in the air. Those go everywhere, and we get out in the chaos.
You have your endorsement?
Well, it's not exactly a shining endorsement, but it'll do.
Sorry, I perhaps I understand. The only problem is to turn invisible. I need some, shadows, of which there is not many here.
Oh.
There's light.
She's right. There
Shining
is
from
not many
everywhere.
shadows. Even the grass is glowing.
Edgy.
Is
Well,
there...
dang.
If I could find someone who is allowed in, I could take their appearance or at least disguise myself as close to... If we, for instance, could figure out who is the staff, I could...
I mean, you're like the size of an angel, and you've got wings.
So meanwhile, the angels at the door proceed to look really, really impatient. And the one that has been talking to you the whole time says, this is kind of a waste of my time, not to be offensive, but we've got a lot of work to do, and we're expecting a very important shipment. So if you wouldn't mind getting out of the way.
Well, you see.
My
I really think-
apologies, we will go around elsewhere. Right, I
And
was
he
going
very
off to find
brusquely
some
motions
place.
you away.
I think Gristle's just gonna step up front. Gristle McThornbody here. I'm sure you all know me. Yes. I
You're in a little
heard
heaven.
about this fantastic wedding, and I was hoping, perhaps, to maybe do a bit of a performance gratis.
It's a good start, always saying it free.
At this point, Rido comes back around the corner, now disguised as an angel. There you
me,
are!
what?
In the- Mask of many faces.
Dang, alright.
Warlock invocation that gives me disguise self at will.
That's hella.
Oh, hella.
So I come back around discussing
Can I do
Angel.
anything cool?
There you are. I have been looking all over for you. This is not the... Oh, is this where the entertainment should come in? You there, you, she points to the guards. Is this entertainment as well, or is it considered staff, or do we go around the front?
Oh my goodness. Deception, please. Fantastic.
Well, I can't do shit here, but this is great.
Oh, that's a 10.
All right. So the first angel, he got a 7 to realize what's going on here, and the other one unfortunately crit on you. And he just stares you straight in the face. He hasn't said a word so far, but he looks right at you, Rido, and says, I don't know what you think you're playing at, but do it somewhere else. Meanwhile,
We'll be
Jesse
to
and-
inside with this lovely crowd. We are entertainers. We'll be playing it inside.
he very, pardon?
I said I'm trying, y'all.
I know you're trying. Ulrick and especially Jesse, with your passive perception, you again can hear a carriage drawing closer along the winding road.
Alright, well, I got two options. I can either try and hide myself in the carriage, y'all, or I can try and
That's a
find a
good
window
idea.
to climb in through way up top.
Window's a very bad idea.
Why's that?
It's...
Why's that a bad
Because
idea?
Ulrich's never going to fit.
I mean, yeah, but I can. Ulrick, can you hide in the carriage?
Can you imagine? He would need a window as big as the wall. No offense.
Depends on the size of the
None
wall.
taken.
Perhaps we go see this carriage approaching. Perhaps that is another avenue?
Alright, alright.
Sometimes stealth is better out.
So are you going to ambush, or are you going to investigate?
Investigation, at least for now.
All right, so you kind of creep down. The angels are pretty happy to see you go, and they go back to, I guess, not chatting or whatever boring stuff they do. Yes, Shenty just threw into the Discord. That's pretty much exactly what it looks like, except opaque walls, and it's white and gold, not black and gold. Shenty threw the carriage into the chat. Falk, if you could go ahead and put that in the
I
audience
put
chat.
it in the
Why do you
chat.
assume I'm doing it?
Okay. Anyway, as you guys creep away from the angels and into the lower shrubbery surrounding the path, you see the carriage drawing closer. There are 2 horses drawing it. There are some staff in crisp white uniforms riding on the front and back. There's 5 of them. And written on the side in bold script, who of you can read Celestial?
Not me.
I can.
Anybody?
Nimbus.
Nimbus.
You can, okay. It says Zuriel's Fine Confectionaries.
Oh,
I wonder is there pastries?
cakes.
I'm guessing that's the shipment.
Oh, yes.
How much
Yes,
weight
it
there
is. I'm going to
underneath?
go ahead and call our break right now.
Alright.
See y'all in 10 minutes.
Okay, okay. Alright, I guess it's break time. So,
Can I just say it feels weird to play a character who's like actually scary when she wants to be?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's
You-
terrifying.
it's hard to play in a character that just has to be.
Like, mostly because
Oh.
I haven't played characters like that before, because usually they don't have very good charisma. I've only once played a character who didn't have charisma as the dump stat.
Normally I
I
play...
was right. I guess I had someone else who had a low charisma, but strength was the dump stat. But yeah.
Yeah, my normal D&D character is like he is the party leader and face, and he'll talk his way in and out of any situation. So I'm like, I got none of that right now. All I do is shoot shit.
It's,
I like how you haven't dropped your accent yet.
Yeah.
Look.
Method,
Character.
method acting.
Is this live or is it not live because we're on break?
Oh, it's live?
still alive.
Oh, whoops.
Excellent.
Okay.
Hello,
Until-
world.
We'll do it
Until-
I got my
live.
pasta. I'm playing D&D.
Alright,
It's a
fuck
good
it. I'm
night.
going to eat pasta. I'm kind of hungry.
Go get some. It is awesome.
Ooh, pasta sounds
I'll
good.
deafen the stream.
The rest of everyone who's
But yeah,
listening
bye.
to this-
We'll be right back soon. Autopilot. Well, I'm back here. And I will go ahead and undeafen myself and bring everybody back in.
I'm like 300% done with today.
It's cool,
Great,
mate.
great
It's
first
cool.
thing to hear. I'm back.
Okay.
We're all
Oh,
back.
hey.
If you're 300% done with today, do you have 3 forks stuck in you?
Oh yeah, no. One of my coworkers today got hit with a one of our customers came in and told him that we are ruining the city.
Wow.
Because you rearranged your shop.
Yes,
Impressive.
because we moved greeting cards from aisle like 33 to 52.
51.
Not the
I think
greeting card.
it's 51 and 52, I think.
Okay.
Let me
Wow,
check
that's
the
definitely
map
a
that I
city
have.
All
running.
of
We
my
don't need to.
that this was mostly self-induced in terms of anxiety over dropping someone's drink, and it was mostly because it was a large drink. Our larges are like
I
32
have
fucking
spilled a
ounces.
bottle of red
Yeah.
wine on a customer.
Like, I don't
Yikes.
know why anyone would want that much soda, but anyway.
They were
So
pretty
maybe it's
cool
for the
about it
family.
though. I got lucky.
Cards are in 52.
Okay. Thank you.
Thankfully,
tell
I
him
have
that?
not yet let a student wander out off into the middle of the road.
Yeah,
That's good. Those are hard to replace.
they sure
I
are.
complain about my job here, but my coworkers are watching on the stream, so we're not going to do that.
Dangerous.
Yikes.
game.
Oh yes, the pressure is real. Are we back on?
Oh,
we're
we're
back
actually
live.
back.
Ever since I said I'm back.
Oops.
Whoops. Hi,
I'm-
Steve!
Sorry.
buddy. Sorry
You know
about
what, that's fine.
discussing
Can
my
we do
work
it?
woes.
No, it's
That
totally
was-
fine. I feel you.
That was in character
So-
conversation about how we were going to take the carriage.
I love it.
just for the
Character
stream.
bonding.
Yeah,
Character bonding.
No,
absolutely.
that was in character conversation about how I was just about to say temp, but how Gristle McThornbody is going to cause the ruin of this city.
Can't deal with his name. I'm sorry.
I love this.
I
Oh,
still think
there
cheese
was a
whatever would have been better.
carriage.
Mhm.
All right, there's a carriage.
All right, guys, are we ready to get back into it? Quick sound check, please. Chenti,
Wait. Oh, I was hit. Alright, yeah. Yes,
you
yes,
here?
yes.
Okay, Dan,
Yes.
Falk,
Jesse Reynolds reporting.
Sketch.
Well, yes, I do. It does
Potatoes?
seem that Gristle McThornbody's here.
Mateus,
I'm here.
and Skylark.
Let's see about that carriage.
Eagle 1. Alright, Eagle 2. Yeah, so as you creep down through the bushes towards the road, you see the carriage approaching. The horses seem to be pretty annoyed. They've had a long journey, they keep stopping, they want to eat the shiny grass, and the staff, like, they're kind, they're just a bunch of humans. They're letting the horses take their time. The angels at the door are probably pissed. So this catering staff draws closer to you along the road. What do you do?
Y'all, I don't want to like mess them up because I don't want to really like super ruin these people's wedding. I just want to take their lights and leave.
You can do non-lethal damage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course we can, but I don't want to like fuck up the cake delivery. I think we could probably use that. I mean, I know for like totally certain I could
I could
probably
hide
get
in
under
it.
there and then cling on to the bottom of the carriage, but I don't know what good that would do. I just know I could do it.
Could you open a window from the inside?
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, I like that. Wait, no.
Are there
Could we
big
just
like ground floor windows?
Try to hire them to let us hide in the back of the carriage.
I mean, you could probably do that. I'm
Sounds
not really
nice.
one for talking.
I can stop the carriage. That much is for certain.
Yeah, I mean,
I could stop the carriage too, but
You realize the
Gristle
carriage
Gristle
is stopped.
could.
oh,
Oh, it is, because the
The
horses,
horses
are...
are eating. One of them wiggles gently as it moves its head to find a flower and crunch it.
I pop back into my angel disguise and start marching toward the carriage.
I would like to
I hide
cling
in the
on to.
trees.
I would like to go underneath the carriage and then cling onto it and just kind of hang there.
I will file.
I'll give you some distraction. Oi!
Appreciate
What
it.
do you think you are doing? You are all so late. You have any idea what time it is?
Do I have to roll for that?
The employees look terrified.
Oh,
The one that was holding the reins for the horses just straight up drops the reins and sits bolt upright. One of the horses
Oh,
doesn't notice you at
who is
all, the
this?
other one...
don't be too
What?
mean. These people don't
Another one
deserve it.
crits! I'm sorry.
Or
The
what-
horse is right through you. It wiggles gently and extends its nose to sniff you curiously. It's never met anything quite like you before.
I give it a gentle pat on the head as I continue.
Animal handling, please.
Oh
Lord.
God.
I actually have
That's
proficiency in
wisdom,
animal
isn't it?
handling, but I'm not there.
Mhm.
Oh God, it is. 13.
Okay. So you reach up to
Oh,
pat
Lord.
the horse on the nose, and you accidentally catch a little bit of his mane, and it like tugs. But he doesn't take offense. He jerks back a little bit, then he nuzzles your hand again. He's like, "That's okay. He just wants to smell you."
Oh.
If I have any vegetables in my pack, I'll be digging them out as I yell at the staff and hand it to the horse.
Ambiguous vegetables.
you-
You're
People
like
have-
verbally abusing the staff and making friends with the pack animals. I love it.
Yes, yes, I am. Cannot believe how late you all are. Do you have any idea? The trouble you have caused. I understand that there may be delays or something, but you could at least have sent word. This is unacceptable. Totally unprofessional. You know what? From here, me and my staff will handle it. You may go home. Can I make an intimidation check?
Please do. Please make an intimidation check.
Can I be hiding at this point on the bottom of it?
Unnatural
You can
20.
be hiding. Oh Lord, you can
Oh.
be hiding at this point. So here's what shakes out. 3 of the staff begin to creep slowly away from the wagon. Oh Lord. That one rolled a natural 1, so I'm not actually sure what happens. He might just pass out. And the one who's holding the reins jumps up, and in a quivering voice he says, but Blossom was hungry.
Oh my god.
And I
you
understand
can't
that.
be
Look,
so
I will
mean.
feed them snacks and we will get these cakes to the wedding now. But no more dilly-dallying. You, pick up your friend there. I think he's unconscious. I give the horse a carrot and shoo the staff away.
Oh my god.
Oh. All right. So the staff begin to
Stormtrooper's like, nope,
trudge
nope.
along the road. One of them is going to attempt to sneak a sugar cube to Blossom.
I'm not
Let's
gonna
see,
stop
that's
anybody.
going to be because you've got your eyes on them. Your sneaky owl eyes. He's going to contest it. Sleight of hand
not
to
even
your
gonna-
perception check, please.
My sneaky owl eyes. You realize I have a negative wisdom modifier.
Whoops.
Lightning
That's
bolt
7.
eyes.
So you're a little bit.
Which
you're a
you
little bit
got
of
a what?
nearsighted owl. That you don't let that stop you.
7.
You got a what now, Skylar?
7.
He got a 6. So he succeeds, but you just watch it happen in plain sight. He very, stealthily, in plain sight, sneaks this big lump of sugar and slips it under Blossom's nose, and she licks it up happily.
I just stare at him unblinking and say nothing. No, I'm facing toward the carriage, and I do that thing where my head turns
Oh my
unnaturally
God.
around
Oh
to
no, you
stare
don't
at
need
him
to.
as he
He's gonna
does
scare him
this.
so bad.
Well, actually, no, because unfortunately he only rolled a 3 to notice that. So he
What?
salutes you, and he just starts walking back along the road.
Turn, don't follow them. Again, head rotating unnaturally in the other direction.
Ah,
Ugh.
don't be too weird, because you're going to blow your cover.
True. She sort of remembers this and straightens up her head and goes, "All right, let's get this show on the road."
I'm already underneath the carriage. I mean, whatever y'all are
Would
doing.
you like to open the carriage?
So you're in the undercarriage.
Undercarriage, yeah.
Wafting out from between the boards and from the doors of this carriage is the most delicious smell of fondant and angel food cake and chocolate, and it's amazing.
So there's angel food cake, but I'm betting there's no deviled eggs.
There are no deviled eggs. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna give that spoiler away right now. How
it's
about
the
Darn
worst
shame.
wedding reception ever.
ever? Right?
Just
I mean, y'all are gonna double it up, but anyway. So do you look inside?
So-
That's the real question here.
No, I can't.
Sure. I will go up and just pull open the door.
Did you say it was
It's not
12%?
locked.
Stick my
Someone
currently
just brought up a
disguised as
good
an
point.
angel head inside.
Pardon?
someone just brought up a good
Yeah,
point.
they used
Are
to
there
have cartlets.
danishes in honor of Zakro?
Oh lord.
There are not. It's too far in the future. And also, you're in heaven? Do you guys
So?
honestly think
Maybe
Zakra
the
made
da-
it to heaven? That's
Maybe the
amazing.
danishes are absolutely
Let's just-
heavenly.
Maybe they are, but you'll have to look for them inside the building. No, Chenti, the cart is opaque. I believe I mentioned it earlier.
You did.
So
Well, I should
Rhino
probably.
opens the door to see what's
You
inside.
fling open the door,
I
and
climb
you
out.
see, folded in the corner, there are some tags. There are some formal invitations and staff passes. That's lucky. Unfortunately, there are only 4 of them. There's
That's
a whole
fine.
bunch of spare coats. Most of them are stained with icing, and one of them has a lot of chocolate sprinkled over one arm of it. I feel like the staff put on the clean coats just to come in here, and they used the prep ones earlier in the day. But the most important thing in the carriage is the massive, massive cake in the middle. In fact, it's so large that all of you can tell at a glance it's not a normal cake. It's one of those special party cakes that a person pops out of. And on the top is written an inscription. Who here reads Celestial?
Nimbus.
Nimbus?
Yeah, so you can read it if you want.
I will read it to them.
It reads, "Congratulations, Miranda and Leia."
Can we tell if there's someone in there?
Will
Investigation
There's
or
no one in there.
perception or something?
There's no one
Okay.
in there.
we should
I'm
put
gonna
Ulric in the
regret
cake.
saying this, but I'm gonna say put Ulric in the cake.
To be completely fair, none of those uniforms will remotely fit over like one of his arms, but he'll fit in the cake.
Y'all, I don't want to mess up their wedding too bad, because
I was-
these people didn't do anything to us,
No, I
so
was
we're just here for
thinking-
the moths. I shout
Yes.
from
Nice
underneath the carriage.
Crystal's got a nice costume. He could probably fit inside that cake.
I don't need
Maybe.
a costume.
Surprise entertaining.
Maybe take a
Yeah,
jet-
just so look, 8 of you can fit in there. Pardon?
This is enormous cake.
So we've got 4 disguises.
I don't
We need
need
to
one.
get past the 2 angel guards who are going to be angry that we're late, even though it wasn't us.
Yes.
So somebody needs to be able to dissuade them. It needs to not be the 2 people who pissed them off earlier.
That would be me.
And me.
Aryan, can you you think you'll be able to talk them down?
I can sure give it a go.
I can give you the ability to speak Celestial if you think that will help.
I will talk. I will hide in the cake.
Sure,
I-
go for it.
I will.
That's a terrible idea.
I'm clinging underneath. I'm just.
What was that? I could not hear.
I ended my sentence. Go ahead.
Did you want tongues? The person who was going to do the talking, did you want to speak Celestial? Do you think that would help?
It does.
The
That is a
Yeah.
yes.
yeah, in chat.
Yes.
Yes, okay, then I will do that. Tongues.
All right, so that's the plan. We got a face. Are you gonna put on that fancy uniform?
If it fits me.
All right, snappy white coat. It does fit perfectly over you. You don't have the wings issue, so it goes on just fine.
I will use this. I'm guessing that I can't fit one on over my wings.
You would have to cut a hole in the back.
I will disguise silver coat on.
Okay,
That'll do.
I
that'll
like
do.
that plan.
I'm hidden.
Everyone else, what do you do?
Is there room enough in the cake for me as well?
There's only room for Ulric and nobody, or Jesse and someone.
I'm underneath, y'all.
Yep,
I'm
Jesse's here.
I guess I'm gonna put on a disguise.
With much
All right.
reluctance.
This
And
is killing his paladinness. It's killing him.
I know, but you know that liberating these innocent moths is really important to you.
The greater good.
What was
Well,
the name of the
Greater good,
confectionery
you quietly
place?
whisper to yourself. The confectionery place was Zuriel's Fine Confections.
Zuriel's
Thank you.
fine confections.
I'm gonna just stare at the wall so they never see my
It's
face.
so weird because he's like, I'm doing the greater
All
good
right.
for these moths, and I'm like,
You've been put in timeout.
I don't want to make these people's weddings suck.
It's cake time.
I guess we gotta go get the
Keep
moths.
time out.
Like, I'm so concerned with the little thing. It's weird. Oops.
Oh no, look,
Oh shit.
has
That's
left
okay,
it.
Lurker will be right
Okay,
back.
based on what's in the chat, I feel the need to make a terrible, terrible pun.
Please do.
They're talking about the cake, and they're saying, is it a lie? Because, Portal. To which I say, the cake may be a lie, but you can see past its lies. It's simply a case of mind over batter.
Ah, Skylark. That's
Long
so
setup.
you.
And while Lurker was away.
That pun was
Mhm.
the icing on the cake.
No.
It was pretty
Dang
sweet.
it. Receive inspiration.
All these puns are pretty sweet.
Yeah. All right, so are we all
feel-
settled
Look,
up in
look,
our
you gotta
disguises?
stop soon enough or you'll get sick.
Oh Lord,
These puns
why
come
am I
with
being
peers.
punished? Oh,
Punished.
What were you saying? Ginger,
so many puns. Oh, I was just checking to make sure we've got all our costumes and everything. It's all settled up.
I thought somebody else was making another pun.
Well,
Oh yes.
I would make puns, but I unfortunately don't have the wit to make them confection.
To make
It's
them
almost like a haiku.
confection.
Sure about the setup on that one. I
To
felt a little half-baked.
confection.
Just add the word confection on the end. No, that's great.
Have we
So
hold ourselves
anyway,
in check? Are we good?
that's
Unbelievable.
okay. We're out of puns for the moment.
Okay,
I'm
for the
deceased,
moment. I
right?
feel like these are like weaponize your puns. That might actually be a thing later. But let's
Oh,
go
God.
on. So you get back into the carriage. Everyone's in disguise. There's only one problem: the horses are not moving. They found a tasty patch of grass. They're content.
I'll see if I
Do
can
we
make
have
them
a
go.
stick?
No, I'll see if I can make them go.
Oh, okay.
I have a slight
Okay,
way
you
with
do that.
animals, alright?
I was gonna say we tie
Are
a carrot
you
to the end
sure?
of the stick, not hit the horses with the stick. I was going to be nice.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
But
I
you
have
may
a
go
slight
first,
way with
yes.
animals.
You go first, yes.
I'm actually proficient in animal handling.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
Ian.
I have a
just hope to take
backstory.
a moment to appreciate the fact that there's a 7'8", 600-pound tiefling inside in the cake.
yes, it's my favorite thing. That's
And
not
this
who I
is-
thought was gonna end up in there, and I'm loving it.
You thought it was gonna be me?
Nope. Let's go on anyway.
It's a
Alright.
dense cake.
Big cake.
I'm gonna try and
I mean-
coax the horses into going.
All right, which one do you approach?
This cake is made with heavy cream.
Ah,
I'm going for the one that, the one that got the sugar.
all right. That one is Blossom, the one that befriended Mir.
Alright.
Gosh, dang it, not
It's
Mir.
not me.
Rido.
So close.
Kill me. Okay,
Mir is
let's
a little
continue.
bird. Rido is a big bird.
Big bird. Yep, gotcha.
Alright, yep, I'll just roll for that. Pink die, because pink is good. Well, that's shit. But at least it's not, at least I have proficiency, so that's a 12.
All right. So she sniffs you. She licks your hand experimentally, sniffs you again, and gets back to the grass.
Could I grab the reins and try to yank them a little bit back
I'm a-
towards the
You
path?
can try. Are you
I'll-
proficient? Are you proficient with land vehicles? Is the real question here.
With what vehicles?
Land
Oh,
vehicles.
shit. I am.
The most contentious and ridiculous skill in Dungeons and Dragons. Proficiency with land vehicles.
Is anybody proficient with land vehicles?
It's not like a fancy land vehicle. I mean, it's
Does,
just
does anybody have a sending stone?
horses on it, right?
Change of plans. I guess I'm driving the car.
Oh!
Because I'm proficient
Well,
in
they
land
can see you.
vehicles.
I give you a coat.
All right,
Alright.
pop it on. Are
Oh,
you cutting
dear.
a hole for your wings? That's fine. No one will notice, right?
I'm a weird angel.
I
Angels
use my
look fucking weird anyway. They got
Sure.
like all sorts of eyes and arms and shit. That's what I got. Same diff.
So are you hiding the extra pair of arms under the coat? Stitch?
Sure.
All right.
I'll just
Did
you
you just
know.
call her Stitch?
Yep.
I mean, like, normal
Experiment
angels are all
626
messed up and
Stitch.
shit, right?
Yep.
Normal angels are all messed up. It'll be fine. No one will think it's weird for an angel to have a bunch of arms. That happens all the time.
Tell
Ain't
me that
any-
it in the war.
Ain't any of you ever read the
Some
good
of them
book?
have 6 wings. And I have read many good books.
No, the good
Fabulous
book.
ones.
I have 4 wings, so I'm closer.
All right. All right. So are you going for the reins?
Sure am.
All right. You settle down in a seat that's made for someone much bigger than you. Pick up the reins, and you go ahead. Let's do animal handling again. Advantage.
All right.
I'll send a message from my pocket sending stone to the rest of the group, saying, "Can I eat the cake?"
No.
I'd like to think that by now our sending stones
It's a
have a little bit
25?
of internet access. So can we call them smart stones?
I
They're
said
smart
this.
stones, all right, but you don't know the password for this place.
Ah,
No Wi-Fi?
I said
God
that.
damn it. I got a
That an hour
25.
ago.
Private Wi-Fi.
25. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, not only is the Wi-Fi private, but the password's in Celestial, so, like, good luck, mate. All right, Jesse, you pick up the reins and you give it a Western, I guess, gesture? Whatever it is that you do. There's a
Gesture.
crack of the reins, and the horses pick up their heads and start trotting smartly down the path.
Get up,
There.
Blossom.
Darn, my keyboard is not programmed for that alphabet.
Nah, you gotta
Yeah, you're
download the
gonna have to
alternate
get a
ones.
special download for that. Yeah.
So has anybody responded to my message?
Yeah,
I
I
said
believe
do
3
not.
people texted you back instantly and said do not.
Although I
No.
can't text now because I'm driving.
Don't text and drive, Jesse.
That's what I'm not doing. I
Text
just
and
said.
drive. Do it.
Okay,
It'll
so
be
who did text you?
funny.
Hey, Lawful Good, you want to take this?
Yeah, I'll do that. Please don't eat the cake. It is your cover.
Please don't eat the cake.
Response. What if I eat only some of it?
Then there'll be a gaping hole where your fur is.
This seems okay to me.
No.
Who else is
It is
inside
not
with the
okay
cake?
if we're trying
I
to
don't
sneak
think
in.
That's the best idea. Let's just be perfectly honest.
Okay. I don't eat the cake.
All right, awesome. So
Thank
as
you.
these horses trot smartly up to the gate, and one of the angels who was guarding the door earlier has actually begun striding down the path, barely touching the ground as he floats. He looks pretty angry. The other one is still at the door. And as the carriage comes around the corner, he calls out to you, "Finally, what took you?"
Problem, I don't understand Celestial.
Yup, problem.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I'm gonna pretend to be deaf.
I'll poke my head out.
I will glow though.
Yes, you glow. All right. So you continue trotting up. He
Mhm.
yells, "Stop!" The horses understand, and they stop.
All right, I look at them, and then I'm like kind of looking up at him, and then I'll knock on the carriage
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
stick my
hope
head
that
out.
someone knows that I want the person talking to come out.
The angel looks at you and says, "What's wrong with you? Answer me."
I would like to fake sign language at him.
Oh no, you don't know this language.
I sure don't. I'm just gonna like charades. I'm just gonna like
Unfortunately-
tap my ears and shake my head.
Fortunately, neither does Ariok.
It has a name?
He gestures. Yes, his name is Ariok. The other one's Mendrion. Gosh.
How was I
How did
supposed
you not
to
know
know
their
that?
names?
It's
So
like
many
the-
senses.
Yes,
like-
Anyway, he
like we
gives you a
can't talk to
long,
them.
curious stare. Please roll deception.
Sure. That's +2 modifier. I got a question.
Yeah?
Did you give me inspiration for typing up the tiefling types?
Yeah, I gave you inspiration.
I'm gonna use it.
Please.
No! What the fuck? How did I roll 2 ones? No,
So,
no!
like, you tap on the side of your head,
Oh no!
like, timing noise, and then somehow the word that slips out is "really?" And then he just looks at you. He sees right through you. As you lean forward to gesture at him, your wings, like, come out of hiding, and all your tendrils that you have for hair are waving around and glowing. And he just says, "Okay. Again?"
We have pastries this time!
Roll initiative.
Oh lord.
Oh no!
Look, mate.
I'm in a cake. Which I am not allowed to
Bust
eat.
out of the cake. It's not gonna be hard, guys.
How did I roll 2 ones? How did I do that? No.
What
How
did you
I
get?
do that? You're cursed. I'm not using the pink die anymore.
We have a
6.
12.
I'm using the red
What?
one.
12.
Red one coming in 2. I hate
Okay.
you. What is happening to me? 6.
Alright, hopefully we resolve it before it gets to Ulrick. Oh, Chanty.
What
Oh,
the
I'm
fuck?
sorry. Oh man, God.
Wow.
What the hell?
I rolled the wrong die. This one's in timeout.
Bristle.
What is
Jesse, what'd you
happening?
get?
Just so you know, there's like a 1 and another 2 in the chat.
I
This
believe
is
Jesse
a
got a 6 as
disaster.
well.
All right,
Angels are
Jesse,
just gonna stomp us.
So Gristle's up first.
Dear Lord, people.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm in a cake.
I don't know their language. And I'm not good at lying.
Alright.
Gristle first. What will you do?
I'm gonna swipe at one of them with the glaive and shout, "Want to meet the mistress?" Does a 22 hit?
Lordy.
Yes. Are you actually shouting though? Good question.
No, just maybe normal conversation.
Are we losing Radar?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
We lost
Ryder's
Ryder.
There
going
you are,
in.
Skylar.
Oh,
What's
we're
going
back.
on?
Skylar's back.
Yay. It's Marty.
Whew.
Yes, it is.
So that's gonna hit for 9.
Okay. He doesn't seem shaken by that at all.
This die is in timeout.
I'm gonna take
And
my
I'm
second
not
attack.
using it anymore.
Go for it.
I'm not actually.
25.
I don't want to put it too
Yep.
close to my damage die in case they get cursed by
That's
it.
gonna crit on the damage dice, so 14 damage.
Hey, nice. So this time he seems to take notice of you. Next up is going to be Rido.
Yes. Quick question, is there any way to do Eldritch Blast non-lethally?
Yeah, you can do any kind of non-lethal damage you want.
I don't think
Zing.
ranged attacks can be done non-lethally.
I
Well, they
also
can't
don't
this
think
time.
that we're gonna be able to take these guys down quick, so I don't think whatever attack you're
That's a
about to do
really
is gonna
good
kill
point, Jesse.
them. My heart hurts for myself as well.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
we'll
gonna try and
Eldritch
headshot these
Blast.
dudes like twice.
Not for the
I'm just gonna go
short
for the one.
Uh-oh.
But wait, no, better idea. I pull out my quarterstaff and I just walk up and try to beat one with it. That can do a non-lethal damage.
My guns make a lot of noise.
Are you
Can
still
I
in your
quarters?
angel disguise?
I think it might dispel. Let me check.
Okay, because you're the
Guns
first one
up.
here that actually, in this group that the angels encountered, might actually look like an angel.
It's like disguise self, right?
Yeah.
That's concentration.
Yeah.
Only can only get better as long as we don't die. Oh my god, I can't.
Well, we've already had someone from our group attack, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
So I'm not sure.
I don't know what the CR on an angel is.
Could
but
always
I think
punch Gristle.
we're probably outmatched here.
I know. I'm trying to think. What would Rido do?
Bristle's
Yeah, what
already
would
got
Ryder
angel
do?
blood on his glaive.
I will attempt to step between them and start reprimanding Gristle. Ask, what do you think you are doing? This is not one of your silly shows or the like. This is real, and you just are hurting this person. They are not trying to take these hits, and I suppose I roll deception for that.
Yep, go ahead. Deception. Gristle, are you gonna go along with this?
Yeah. Oh, right.
I believe that provides an advantage to you, Skylar.
My apologies.
Alright, let's see. Then use gun.
Better
Yeah.
fucking damn it! I rolled an 8 and a 9. 12.
Oh lord. We're just rolling shit today. Good god. I forget what it's
Luckily
like to play
For
without
you,
Val's
we actually rolled a
bonuses.
10.
Hey!
Yeah, that's pretty astonishing. Let me think. So what happens here is the angel who was previously about to smite you down shakes his head and says, "What? Not you again! What did I tell you about trying to... Who did you scare for that coat? Just leave, man, okay? Just leave." And he gives you, Rido, a friendly pat on the shoulder, which you're probably actually going to take damage for. A gentle pat from an angel is not much to... Doesn't 11 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay. So he pats your shoulder with divine force, unintentionally.
And I feel my armor taking the brunt of it.
Pretty much, yeah. You rock a little bit from the blow, but you're okay. And he says, just get that fool out of here. The rest of you, can you hurry up? We're on a tight schedule right now.
I maintain my meditative, non-cake eating zen.
I'm
I
impressed.
usher
Good
the
work.
rest of the group in. Behind the angel's back, I just sort of give a helpless shrug to Crystal, like, I don't know how to get you in. Sorry.
Jesse, you probably want to get out of sight.
Oh, right, they hate me too?
You look pretty suspicious now.
I'm just glowy and pretty, y'all. That's all I really am.
Like, Rido leans over to him and says, pardon this one. She's a bit of an odd breed. We're not sure quite what her deal is, but she
You
makes
don't
the
get
best
Faye
icing.
here often.
So we, Oh, but she makes the best icing, you must understand. We put up with a few eccentricities for it.
How about you give me another deception for that one?
Oh. 18.
Ooh,
Hey.
not bad.
We've got a 14 on this end.
Hey.
So the angel nods to you slowly and suspiciously. Says, we don't get Faye here often, but I respect the craft. Stay in line, and he shakes his finger angrily at you, Jesse. Seeming to forget that you apparently don't hear.
I will stare at him.
I will keep her in line, don't you worry. Let's go. And start ushering the group through the gate before anything can go wrong.
Yeah, definitely before anything can go wrong. And before the other one can think to ask for your invitations.
Yeah, we'll just go.
In we
All
go,
right,
in we go.
you rattle into the courtyard. It's fairly deserted. It's also high and vaulted in here. There's a couple hallways leading off into different areas.
It's gonna
They're all
go
brilliantly
stale.
well lit and beautiful with shiny alabaster and marble floors. You
When we
know
come
that the
to a halt,
Pardon?
if
Pardon?
and when we come to a halt, I would like to text Gristle and tell him that I will try and open a window for him.
Okay.
Will he fit? How big is Gristle?
He's not as big as Ulrick,
Ulrick.
so we're probably fine.
No one's as big as Ulrick.
That's true.
Or as tall as Rido?
Yeah.
That's true. No one's as tall as Rido.
I'm
All
just a
right, so
little
you
thing.
rattle into the courtyard, come to a halt. The horses seem disappointed to be separated from their grass, but such is life.
I will apologize to the horses.
Okay. Animal
Are there any
handling,
more,
please.
Sure. 21.
Hey! They accept your apology, and Blossom wickers gently and nuzzles your hand.
I love you, horse.
Mm.
I wish I had a horse.
Horse. Okay, that was good. So are you proceeding, which hallway? One of them leads upward via a spiral golden narrow staircase. One of them is straight down the hall to an area filled with the sounds of talking and bright light. And one of them is marked kitchens.
I leave the cake.
Yeah.
You exit the cake.
I exit the cake. I let them know that I'm about to do that using the using my sending stone.
Are you leaving the cake?
He like
Gently?
is
Gently,
Gently.
please. Yeah.
Gently leaving
So
the
you're
cake.
exiting carefully out of the
of
spot in
the
the
cake.
cake that you were supposed to be transferring a person through, not busting
Yes.
out of the cake.
That's right.
Yes.
Rido is helping if she can, like lift the cake gently or move things if need be,
I will.
making
is-
sure it doesn't bump the side of the carriage.
The force of concentration to not eat the cake has caused me to suffer a severe nosebleed.
Ah, not
You
again.
tried your best.
Yep.
You tried your best.
Like I may have taken damage from this.
1 point psychic damage.
1 point psychic
Actually,
damage.
yeah, 1 point psychic damage, and
Yep.
as for the physical damage, let's improvise damage. Let me roll that for you.
It's a nosebleed.
I do have a
You,
decent die.
I love
It is
you,
1
horse.
point of damage.
Yeah, the physical act of not eating something is actually painful to Ulrich.
Yeah, if you read
That's
his backstory,
true. It's like his whole thing is
Oh.
eating stuff.
he's
thanks
trying
to
his very best.
Yeah,
The
like
Adesanya bloodline.
this is killing him, legitimately killing him.
I'm proud of you,
Maybe
Ulrich.
I missed your backstory.
I sit on the ground outside of the out of the carriage for like a good solid 60 seconds.
I'm proud of you.
I will climb out of the carriage as well.
Alright, we're all here.
So, what is the plan?
Alright, well, we gotta find the light moths, right? And then we gotta take them and replace them with the dark moths. And
We
Idea.
get them all in the jar.
We,
Oh man, are they fluttering around?
Yes, they're moths. You
Oh,
have to
shit.
find where they are and catch them all.
could I catch one with mage hand, maybe?
Blink moth? What do you know about blink moths? Why don't you roll Arcana?
Yeah, what
Okay.
are these things anyway? Like, I know their name.
14.
Blink moths, you are aware that catching them in anything other than the blink moth jar is going to be very difficult. They are not easily contained, and they can get through most substances. They are
Oh.
beings of pure light.
The mage hand is force magic, so we could at least try it. How about we take the kick down to the kitchens, and we get like trays or something so we can try to blend in up in the wedding proper. You know, pretend to be waitstaff.
Y'all might want to hand me the jar as well.
Which one? Both or?
The light moth jar. 'Cause I
Okay.
get the feeling I'm probably gonna be the one best equipped to grab them.
Yes, I can't get high places very easily.
And I'm pretty quick, so.
If I can help with mage hand, I will. And she hands you the jar. Do you
Thanks.
want the other one as well, or shall I hold on to it? The ink moths.
Oh, Rick is hurt. Yup. No, the ink moths. Keep those for now.
Okay.
So we
I'll
gotta
take
find.
the-
Oh lord. Where
Sorry?
are
We
these
have-
moths gonna be? Does anybody
I
know?
will.
Probably on the main wedding area. My idea was that we could take the cake down to the
JD?
kitchen and maybe get like trays of something so we could blend in as waitstaff in the wedding proper.
I'm going to move to a window to let Crystal back
Oh
in.
right. Forgot about that.
Yep, there's a couple windows in this hallway. Who is able to fly up to one?
Oh,
I
bugger.
can, or
I can.
Jesse can.
Alright, we'll just say one of you does it, and Gristle gets right in.
Yay.
Welcome back, Crystal.
Yes, thank you. Good to be back, I suppose.
Well, as I said, I have my ideas is we take the cake down and get to the kitchen and get like trays to blend as waitstaff, or Crystal could come in and say he's doing a performance. That would also be a good distraction if Jesse wants to go around catching moths.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's provided that the moths are in the main area, which they may not be. I mean, although I don't see why they wouldn't be.
Does any of you have a field of knowledge that is related to party planning? I don't think that's going to be
Why in
Arcana.
the
I think it
fuck?
may be History.
That would just be a performance check, right?
Roll for your party points. Yeah, that's actually performance knowledge.
Party
Who has the
Really?
highest performance?
Well,
I can
I
roll
think
that
I could
too.
do a little bit of performance.
Got party points? Not
That's a
me.
15
That's a
dude
fucking
for
2 for a
performance.
total of 5. So I did not plan weddings ever.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, fuck it, I'll
Rido,
roll.
you're not really sure what
I'll roll.
people
We'll give it
do
a
at
go.
parties. What is a party? Meanwhile,
Is it
Gristle, you're
15
like,
decent?
you don't know that much about blink moths, but if there is anywhere where little fluttering motes of pure light are going to exist, it is an angelic dance floor.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's that kind of party.
I mean, it is a wedding.
What
Here
check was
there
that?
is dancing at those, yes. At least there's
Oh.
usually dancing when there
got
isn't
13,
beheading.
so.
Some weddings have the beheading. Some have both.
Hmm.
I
I've
have
Wisdom
been
been,
to many
from Rido.
personally, but I have heard tales.
I have been to one of those weddings.
Oh, Lord.
Where's my ninth
I did the beheading.
D20?
Oh,
Yep.
Time out.
Oh,
You could have guessed that one.
It was
hell
a wedding
nice.
beheading, eh?
It was
Oh,
the grooms.
Lord.
I'll be wedding and I'll be heading. Anyway.
Anyway, as the party wears on, your time to do this does run a little bit shorter. So, which hallway shall you pursue?
Is there any signs?
Yeah, one of them
There
says
was just
kitchens.
the one that says kitchen.
I
Kitchen
point
is
to that
down.
sign and go, that says kitchen.
Ah, yes, very helpful.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I can't read any of these words. Also, not the master
I'm
planner.
going to take the kick to the kitchen.
I have
and
intelligence of
scope out
10.
what I can. I don't have much other plan.
It is too large for you to carry alone unless you use levitate on it.
Can
Which
I
you don't
provide
have.
assistance?
I don't have levitate. I have wings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can have just some assistance and 2 people can carry this cake. Doesn't require a check, you can just do it if you're not Jesse.
Nice.
You are
Yeah.
much
Alright,
smaller
you're
than
weak.
the cake.
I will volunteer.
I would
Okay.
like to hide on the ceiling.
Okay. Spidering along the ceiling.
I put my hand up, and I'll say to...
It's an 8.
Oh god. I have forgotten her character's name.
Which
I
one?
suck.
Genti's character. Or is it Nimbus? Who volunteered to help the cake?
Nimbus.
Nimbus.
Sorry, I should probably start speaking in third person.
No worries.
I kind of get the idea that Nimbus is like a.
Per-
I thought he was like a.
Tell
short
them
little
that
guy.
I am dumb labor.
I guess
Easier
not.
cover. They're not going to believe I'm anything other than that.
That's
Because
fair.
I am basically a demonic creature walking through a kitchen in heaven.
Yep.
Yes,
We're
we are all a
very
little
nice demons.
out of place.
But yes, we will just tell them that you are a help.
So I help with the cake.
Okie doke. Anyone else coming to the kitchen?
I'm on the ceiling. I got an 8 on stealth.
You're on the ceiling, your coat's kind of dangling like a big white flag, but otherwise you're good.
As long as nobody looks up.
People very rarely look up. I'm gonna tell you that for sure.
That's
Indeed.
true, I am factoring that in.
Cloakers.
For just a moment there, I think I got your accent. Anyway,
Whoops.
It's like a disease.
I think
Good thing I'm
Tasmanian
immune to
93, thank you
diseases.
for the follow.
Right.
Welcome
To
to
the
the island.
kitchen.
Glad to have you on board.
We proceed down to the kitchen. When you arrive, there is it's a very clean workspace. There's a tall steel door which slides open easily to reveal
No capes.
a workplace full of frantic activity. Everywhere, white-coated people, beings, humans, etc., are working, measuring, pouring, mixing, baking, frying. The smell is absolutely wonderful. One of them, who is wearing a white coat and a very tall white hat, spots the cake first, people second. But after spotting the cake, she just motions rapidly to a table at the far end of the room.
I look.
we
I
take
look
it
at
over
the cake.
there. While we're there, I'm just observing. Are the white coats they're wearing different from the ones we're wearing?
They are not.
I follow the directions.
If I spot an easy way to get a clean one, I will. But otherwise, we can stick with these.
Who was the person disguising himself as dumb help?
That's me, Ulrick.
Ulrick? Yeah. So as you all deposit the cake, Ulrick, this director, turns to you and says, "Wait a minute. I wasn't where we hired you."
Pardon him. He is the help. We had a little bit of scheduling issue. We needed someone last minute, and he's amiable enough. But promise, we will keep him out of
A
the
little
way.
bit of scheduling issue is not how I would describe it. These hors d'oeuvres are already 8.5 minutes late. Hop to it. And she claps her hands.
All right.
But of
Jesus.
course, here you.
This is
She
why I
like
don't like heaven.
rather just grabs the plate of the hors d'oeuvres and like hands it to her, grabs the other
Come on.
stuff. Chop chop. Which stairway was it again?
She motions out the door. There's already a couple of white-coated people exiting that way.
Follow him.
I grab a tray and follow.
I'm gonna try and get as high up in the area as I can. Just gonna take.
Yeah, the ceiling here is like a medium height. You can go along it. It is really warm up there, I will tell you that.
No, I'm
The
gonna
coat is
like
starting to get a little uncomfortable.
try and go up through different like hallways, trying to get to the top of everything, because you know moths.
Oh, okay. There's not really openings in the ceiling of the kitchen, except for like chimney areas.
No, I'm not going through the chimneys.
Okay.
Is there any second looks at the fact that there's a ch as I'm walking along?
Honestly, no. It is so loud in here right now that you can barely hear each other talk.
Okay.
Why would there be
Ulric will turn to the director. What can I help with now?
She points at a big cart and says, "Put the cake on there, and wheel it up. That comes in last."
I nod and I follow her instructions.
All right. So we've got a platoon of y'all carrying dishes of, let's say, capris, heavenly capris. That sounds awesome. And then at the rear of it, a towering cake being wheeled along by Ulrick.
I am more careful with this cake than I am with anything in my life.
Aww.
I trust you. You won't have to roll for it. Anyway, so as you move up this winding, sloping passageway, you steadily hear the sound of partying and talking and music growing ever closer. It's music unlike anything you've ever heard before. The delicate ringing of glass bells mingles with the sound of lutes in a silvery shower of beautiful notes. Finally, you reach the ornate doors of a vast ballroom. When they swing open to admit the line of people carrying food, you see an array of dozens, once again, faces looking at you, glancing all around the room. The room is lit not by chandeliers, but by beautiful glittering moths, moving constantly throughout the air, swooping and diving.
I will not enter the room.
Are you sure you're still in the ceiling? Shockingly, you are undetected. You gonna do anything about that coat, though?
Yeah, I'll ditch the coat. It's fine.
Where?
In the kitchen.
You're still in the kitchen?
What I want to do is I want to see if is it possible for me to ditch the coat, and then, because I'm wearing a dress, that's like my outfit, can I just kind of join the party?
You are wearing 2 gun holsters in addition to the dress, but I
That's
suppose
fair.
they're kind of pretty. They're kind of pretty. There's silver on those guns. You can probably try to swing it. You can try anything. So you go ahead, you drop the coat. Where do you drop it?
I will drop it in the kitchen by a wall if I can find one where people would ordinarily drop coats.
There's a laundry basket.
Yeah, I'll throw it in there.
With towels and stuff. Okay, you throw it in the laundry basket with the towels. It is quickly obscured by towels. And you scuttle your way on after your party.
Nice.
Gosh, that's a weird image. Alright, so you've arrived at the ballroom. What do you all do? The white-coated people in front of you are marching in with their trays of capris.
I follow them with the cake.
Keeping my eyes out, looking around at the moths, trying to figure out how to do this.
What I'm assuming here is that because this
Alright,
person
so
is
all
not
of you
human,
pass into the room. The instant the cake crosses the threshold, there is a sudden hush and then gasps fill the room. You can't actually tell whether they are gasps at the beauty of the cake or at the strange appearance of the person pushing it. But nonetheless, there's suddenly a lot of chatter going on.
I continue pushing the cake.
You just keeping a straight face? You're not going to look at any of them?
I'm looking at this
I'm
cake
assuming
and where
that.
it's going. I don't have time
Alright,
to look
you're
at other people.
You're taking very excellent care of it. I really appreciate that. Alright, as you continue wheeling it through the room between these little tables surrounded by chairs and beautiful figures, you approach a long table at the end of the room where everything is being set down. There are also little buckets with ice and, I guess, do angels drink champagne?
why
Because
not?
now they do. That's on the table too. It looks beautiful. It's clearly very expensive stuff.
We sure don't
If
know
money
if we
even
drink
exists
champagne.
in heaven. Yeah, they only drink champagne. It's got to be light, man.
Can I look at like the guests and see if any of them are like human? Because I'm assuming one of these people is, or both of them are human, so like souls that came to heaven and now are getting married. So I'm assuming like some of the guests are probably also human and stuff. So like I won't be super out of
Absolutely.
place.
You want to perceive the audience?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Please,
so yes,
big
there
money,
are
no
humans
whammies.
among here. There are even a couple of fae. You're not going to look that crazy. Sorry, folks.
Gesundheit.
I'm
Listen.
allergic to madness.
My perception
Anyway.
Wait, then why are you always sneezing when temps are in?
is
Right? Just not when you're
that's,
hearing it.
a 13 to perceive shit.
All right. Yes, you do in fact see them because they're not being sneaky. Over on one side of the room, one of them is a glittering white suit, one is in a beautiful, ornate, feathery white dress, are the brides-to-be, and they look absolutely radiant. They're super happy, they're talking and chatting with their friends. Slightly behind them in the alcove of the hall is the most luminous and beautiful being that you have ever seen. A simple glance is enough to tell you that this is the angel Othanium.
Well, I'm not gonna tangle with that.
Yeah, these moths are under watch right now.
We're gonna have to distract everybody.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're not gonna let me just take the moths. Right.
The moths aren't
Hey,
necessarily easy to
Gristle.
take either.
Did you hear the word distraction?
Gristle, do you think you can distract an actual real-life angel?
I don't see why I couldn't.
And like, honest
How,
to God,
how
please
is the
don't
distraction
get too
going
destructive.
to work? Like, what type
I'm
of
currently
distraction
standing
is this?
guard over the cake.
You're standing guard?
Yeah,
Can you-
nobody's
Did I
allowed.
already give you inspiration yet once today? Did I do that?
Yeah.
I did.
Did
did.
you use it?
I did not.
Did you use it? Okay.
Not yet.
Basically, nobody's allowed within 5 feet of the cake.
All right, you were the cake guard. You were standing menacingly in front of the cake. Do you want to roll intimidation, please?
Sure. I'm not
All
very
right.
intimidating. I just have my size. I rolled a 1.
Oh, yep. You stand in front of the cake, and you're trying to look all scary, like, this cake is mine. This cake is my baby. Don't even touch it. But, like, for some reason, the whole situation is just so crazy to you that you can't stop yourself from occasionally giggling. You're, like, scowling and giggling simultaneously.
I'm losing my mind.
A little bit.
Yep. I was
All right.
inside a cake and I did not eat it. What is wrong with me?
Right?
Oh dear.
Alright, y'all,
Right,
so what's
so
the plan?
what will you do? Oh, I should let you guys know that the drink is flowing freely. If you want a glass of champagne, you can grab it. There's people wandering around with trays just full of these little glasses.
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely do that.
Nice. Mingling, mingling.
Yeah, Ryder will take a glass, but she doesn't really drink of it, or like she swaps it for the water so she can. She doesn't drink much since the incident.
Oh my goodness. What incident was that?
Let's just say that when your patron is, one of the old ones of insanity, maybe further altering your state of mind is not such smart idea.
Yeah, we'll keep that for reference.
Alright.
Alright, so, Jesse, you're mingling?
Yeah.
You attempt to talk to anyone?
Is anyone speaking any languages that I actually know?
There are a couple people speaking Sylvan. You know Sylvan?
No?
Nope. No one is speaking any language you know, but that's okay because you're pretending to not be able to hear them, right?
I don't know if I'm still keeping that up.
Just smile and wave, man.
Yeah, I'll
Smile
just
and
kind of
wave.
like chill by myself. It's fine.
You know what people do when they come to a party or a wedding without a date.
I'll just pretend to
Mhm.
be an introvert. It's fine.
Chill by yourself. You should adopt one of your party members as a pretend date, because that is kind of suspicious.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to take one of the capris and walk over to Ulrick and hand it to him.
Ryder will go over and stand next to Jessie because she's a little awkward at parties too.
Aw, awkward
Nice.
pals.
I the
Alright.
Capri suspiciously.
What? It
It's a
came.
salad. It's not gonna hurt you.
It's a salad.
So you think.
Good joke in it.
Alright. So,
I've seen a mimic salad in my day. We don't talk about mimic salads.
Oh my lord.
I still eat it. I just eyed it suspiciously before and like, what is this?
Alright, you eat
So,
it.
It tastes
are
nothing
we
like
planning
salad.
on distraction, or what was planned?
I mean,
we
we're
have-
gonna have to. We gotta hit
Yes.
some sort of distraction so I can get up there and get those moths.
JD,
Alright,
Yes?
does Nimbus know the angel?
Yeah, you know about the angel. You actually know all the history of the blink moths. You even
Okay,
know some secret
could
stuff
you-
that the party doesn't get to know yet. But yeah, and
Oh,
in
could you-
fact, I'll say this. Over the din, because your ears are attuned for it, you've been thinking about this for months, you can hear Ophanium telling the story of how the blink moths first started to settle in here and how they did take some convincing, but they're enjoying their new home. You're not so sure that she's right.
So I know that she got them by not so friendly means.
You know absolutely, and this is true, that she stole them out of Lalu's garden.
I'm gonna text.
She texted.
I'm going to text the whole group.
Quick question.
Messages in the
Are
group
we
chat.
within 30 feet of each other?
Sure.
Then I can talk telepathically with everyone.
Oh shit!
That's amazing.
I knew you were telepathetic.
Rito is the
Ah.
group chat.
So I'm gonna text everyone. We need a distraction, right? I can cause a distraction.
Yes, that is a good idea. So
Right.
you
Yeah,
hear
it's really
telepathically back in your
I'm
mind.
sorry.
I mean, like, I'd prefer not to mess up these fine folks' wedding too bad. We just gotta get the moths and get out.
Well, we have at least one performer in our midst. He can help with some illusions if that would
Anybody
add
know
to
opera?
I want to just say
I
really
can sing.
quick,
Fortunately, no.
Ulrick has communicated in the chat, Ulrick is just eating lots of capris. Like, now that he knows the capris is good, it's just going fast. There's already a small distraction forming as the party guests watch in amazement as literally multiple trays of capris disappear into Ulrick, the cake shepherd.
The cake shop.
Ulrick the Cake Shepherd. That's your new title.
Oh my god.
You got that title. You got that. You can keep that.
All right, I'm gonna take off my coat.
Oh, alright.
I'm gonna get
You
ready.
throw it to the ground dramatically like Obi-Wan?
No, I just kind of like take it off and kind of like throw it under a table or something to try to hide it. Not like try to hide, just kind of toss it. So.
Okay, toss it gently away.
Mm-hmm.
What is your normal wear under that then?
Chainmail.
Nice. And what will
Let's
you
kick it
do?
off.
I'm gonna start walking to the angel.
All right. People notice you, and they see you're in armor, and it's not like the decorative kind of armor, it's the real deal. A couple of these folks even try to get out of your way. Some of them just look at you curiously over their glasses, not imagining that this could really be a big deal.
Rito, get ready.
Start preparing mage hand, watching where the moths are going, seeing if there's any patterns that I could.
Yeah, is anybody bothering to observe the moths?
Oh shit! I should probably do that.
You should
I am
probably do that.
observing the caprizi.
Yes, you are observing the capris very appropriately.
Rito is observing the moths.
14.
All right, as you watch the moths, they seem to be moving normally like little moths. They're not really attracted to light like most moths because they are light. And one of them really catches your eye as it flutters along. Suddenly, boop, it disappears and it reappears 3 feet away.
Ah shit.
Suddenly, as you realize that's possible, you start to notice the other ones are doing it too. And the name Blink Moths starts to make sense.
I was about to say, this is where the
The
blink
spell
comes in.
blink.
Ew.
I got 14. Do I see anything special about these moths? Other than that?
Nope, you
Damn.
saw that for sure.
I will attempt to peer into the depths of the moth. Does a 19 do
What
anything?
I mean, you see what they're doing. You know what they can do.
Balls.
Fair enough.
What kind of check is it to know more about these, or to know if there are?
More about the Blink Moths, it is definitively Arcana.
I wouldn't know.
Unnatural 20.
Very nice. That's what I was looking for, and you really needed that. Blink moths were produced by arcane energy, and arcane energy is the best way to attract and contain them. The blink moth jar is purely arcane in nature, and they can also eat other arcane magic or arcane magical devices. Divine magic doesn't really touch them.
So,
For instance, if I made illusory moths and started leading them toward the jar, would they be likely to follow or try to numph the,
They would be likely to
okay.
immediately realize those moths are made of magic and eat them.
if you put them
They would
inside
be
the jar,
attracted to them.
Alright, I have plan forming. Here goes the rest of the party.
Pardon?
I said, here goes the rest of the party. Right, I was considering her options, but it's wait
Okay.
and see quite what happens with everyone else.
it will not be sneaky. No, it will not. I'm planning it to be very dramatic. I'm hoping.
What's on the next table?
What's on the next table? It is salmon on little pieces of
Oh
toast.
my lord.
I start on those.
Start on them. It is delicious.
And meat.
Salmon is just perfectly done. It's medium rare. The little toasts have a little bit of like heavenly butter and some dill on them, and it's just amazing.
2 at a time. 2 at a time.
2 at a time, yeah.
Whoa.
Sandwich them.
Yep.
Ooh.
You are
I have
super
2
glad
hands. I eat 2
that
at a
lady
time.
is, because she would be like, that is not what you do with my work. All right. Meanwhile, how's our distraction crew? Nim.
I guess I'm like standing in the middle of the crowd now.
I thought you were still approaching the angel.
It wasn't the angel on the other side of the crowd for me?
Yeah, she's on the other side of the crowd. You are making your way
Nervous
through. No
ghost.
one has stopped you.
Alright, while I'm walking, I'm going to open a little pouch on my chest plate over my heart and pull out the holy symbol of Lalu.
Oh man.
And I'm going to start chanting a prayer of Lalu that is used for weddings.
Fascinating. Please go on.
This is fascinating.
Nimbus is throwing out some shade.
I suggest
More
we-
shade than you can possibly know, because Lalu is also the cat goddess of darkness, and by the way, she lives at the lowest layer of the abyss. Please go on.
I'm guessing we should probably roll initiative
that
at this
enough
point,
shade
even
for
if
me
we're
to
not
No,
hide
fighting.
in?
don't roll initiative. You've still got a chance. Tell me what you're doing.
Is
Does the angel Fallium or
Ophanium.
Ophanium?
Ophanium is watching you. The second that symbol came out, she lasered right in on you, and all 6 of her eyes are staring straight at you. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom
Ringo?
saving throw.
Rindo, now's our time. She is super distracted. She's
Yeah,
not
now is the
looking
time.
now.
Everyone's watching you.
We
now
gotta
is
drop-
the time.
We gotta put
16.
something.
I make minor
16. You were
illusion.
not afraid.
I make little
Minor
like
illusion?
light, mothish sort of lights and try and make them slowly come toward the arcane jar, or make
All right, it's working. The
multiple
moths are
rounds of them
following.
closer and closer to the jar,
I got that
They're
jar. It's
following.
open.
gathering them in.
Jar's open. Jar is ready.
Jar's ready.
Okay, whatever you do, don't let the ink moth jar touch these guys.
It's fine. I'm not holding
Okay.
it.
It's still in my pack.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Meanwhile, let's figure out what's up with. Who haven't we visited lately? We've seen Nimbus. We've seen Gristle. What are you up to?
That's a good question. I'm probably just.
He's probably dancing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
dancing?
Crystal's probably
Are you
dancing.
dancing? You want to distract the other half of the room via your dancing?
Oh, if I'm going for a distraction, then I gotta sing.
Yes.
Sing and dance at the same time, please. Roll me performance.
Oh, heck yes, I'll roll you performance.
Are you getting up on a table?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. That's
But you
a
can get
little.
up on the champagne table.
Oh
Sachets down the aisles between the
He
tables.
said,
no. Yes.
Oh yes.
Climbs
that's
into
a
cake, climbs back out of it.
14's not too bad.
Okay,
I'm gonna
it's
use
not
that
very good, but
inspiration
you are.
gave me.
Yep.
14 wins it, because the other one was a 9.
shit.
All right. So it's not particularly good. It's not like on an angel's level or anything. But they are looking at you curiously that this person, creature, thing, is somehow attempting to sing and dance. Has he been into some other store of champagne? They can't possibly know, but they're fascinated by you. back to Nimbus. What are you doing?
All right, I guess I've finished with the chant, so I'm going
Yes.
to.
Can you tell me what the chant said?
I wouldn't know exactly what it would. It would be like a blessing
Just an
over.
ancient blessing?
Yeah, it would just be like an ancient blessing over for like wedding.
Okay, an ancient blessing for the two brides. They don't understand the language you just spoke because very few people actually do.
Mm-hmm.
However, Ophanium knows exactly what you said, and recognizing the symbol of Lalu starts to glow with blindingly bright light. And she actually produces a huge shimmering spherical shield around herself, and without moving a muscle, floats towards you.
How are
I'm
we doing
going
on the
to-
moth
Jeez.
situation?
Yeah, how are we doing on the moth situation?
More spells, more minor illusion. Come on, come.
Put him in the jar.
They're
In the jar.
coming.
I
They're
nudged them
coming.
along with Mage Hand to find the door. Get in the jar. Get in the jar.
You poke a couple of them with Mage Hand, and they get frustrated and blink towards the jar instead because, like, how rude, you're poking them. You've got to feed these guys something real nice to reward them as they're getting into the jar, but they're crowding in there.
I'm sorry,
I
guys.
don't-
I'm sorry. Do we have an...
Fortunately.
I, like, pull some of
As
the
part
icing off my, my coat, and I, like, poke it into the jar.
I don't
Now
have any
that
magic.
is perfect. They are loving that. As soon as one of them starts licking the icing, they crowd towards you because it's delicious. It's angelic make. As soon
great
as
the
they
icing-
all get into the jar,
I'll slam
it
that
is
lid shut.
time. And fortunately, you slam the
See,
lid
I
shut,
am-
you swing the catch.
I was gonna say I'm doing minor illusions once we get, like, trying to time it so that once we get the thing shut, I make more illusory moths, and hopefully they don't notice, at least for a few seconds.
I really like that. Luckily for you, there is enough distraction going on, and Ophanium is glowing bright enough that the change in light levels hasn't been noticed. But you're gonna have to hurry at this point.
Is it time? Is it time? We letting out the other ones?
It's time, because the other staff are almost here with the next course. You gotta hurry it up.
I step back and I say, Rito, pull!
Hey, telepathic. Did you go to the right? Pull out the jar and hook it up toward the ceiling.
I'm gonna shoot it!
Yes!
I'm gonna finally shoot
Roll
something! I'm gonna use a fucking crit point for Deadeye shot so I have advantage.
Do it.
Because I really don't want to miss.
Don't forget you've got 2 shots.
Alright, the first one was an 18.
Indeed, it is time for Deadeye.
Yeah, it's time.
Is it an 18 hit?
I'm picturing little Jesse
Yeah, it
pulls it up.
hits.
The
I
Red
just wonder
Dead
if you crit.
Redemption Deadeye
No, I didn't.
action goes on.
Right?
If you want me to roll the
If
second
we
attack,
need
I
more,
can do
Jesse,
that.
he was just mingling. Oh yeah, I want to see you
I was
do
gonna
2
say-
shots, because that's just a lot cooler.
Alright.
Jesse unscrews the jar with the bullets as opposed to shooting the jar.
The first shot was an 18, the second shot was a
Right.
21.
Nice.
I burned 2
So
grit.
you definitely make it. The jar sails into the air, and there's sort of this moment of stretched out time where you all realize that literal hell is about to break loose.
I'm eating it.
I hope you realize
And
I'm picturing this with, like, Jesse pulls out the gun and, like, Red Dead Redemption Deadeye goes on. Time slows, the screen
Oh,
goes
yeah.
slightly amber, and
happens.
those bullets go.
Yep.
toom, toom.
I would
Oh,
also like
yeah,
to
it
shout, I'm
happens.
sorry and I hope you have a good wedding.
Yeah, the first bullet shatters the crystal,
I'm so tough! Yells Rhino as it
Oh my
shutters the
lord.
jar.
and the second one breaks the lid fully away from the hinge, and very suddenly the ink moths disperse. They are also capable of blinking, and everywhere they go, the light disappears. They are spreading shadow, and it's instant pandemonium. Everyone is yelling. All the glasses are falling. If you want to flip a table, now is the time, but I would recommend you run for your lives, because Ophanium is furious.
Rhino spreads her wings and, like, half runs, half flies down the corridor as
I
fast
buzz.
as she bloody can.
I
Don't
buzz.
lose your non-flyers.
I would drag someone with me, but I'm small. I can't.
Yep,
If I
you are.
can manage to maneuver around and grab someone along the way who doesn't fly, I will do.
I will try and if anybody's going for a friend of mine, I can try and shoot something nearby and knock it over in front of them.
You might want to shoot out a window.
Right, I'll do that.
Alright, which end of the hallway are you aiming for?
I
close
have
one.
I cast Unseen Servant and have it flip tables at the other end of the room for more
Yes.
distraction.
Yes, I love
the
it.
end away from the exit. Go
Yes,
Unseen
there's
Servant,
suddenly
go!
tables are flipping and no one knows what's happening. Is there another invisible tiefling? Because, yep, these are tieflings. They've figured it out now. the angel security starts banging to come in from outside. Ophanium is growing very, very large. Tell me, Nimbus, where are you?
I guess I'm like 30 feet away from Ophanus.
Ophanium.
Call it underneath at this point, so you might want to run.
Run. Come on.
Okay, let me do a few things first here, okay?
Yeah, do your thing.
All right.
Okay, am I shrouded in darkness now?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so I'm gonna speak to him first. I'm gonna say,
Oh, yeah, there's darkness now. I turn invisible.
Yeah.
Ophanus, I come from 2 agreements. One is with Lalu, in which I will be taking back what is hers. The second is to an oath of good. I'm calling you out for what you are. Thief. Then I'm gonna cast protection. Then I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil.
Yeah.
The
Which
Rhino
is,
could hide in the shade that Nimbus just threw out there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Literally, yes.
which is 30 feet around me, including myself. And then I'm going to use Misty Step as a bonus action to
Facial.
basically blink 30 feet away and then start running.
Okay. Hella. That was cool.
Yeah!
As you throw down that truth, the aura of unshakable goodness around Ophanium shivers, and you see her form twist and waver slightly as the belief of everyone in the room is shaken. I'm assuming your voice was thunder at that point?
As thunderous as I could make it.
You have thaumaturgy.
Belief is
Oh yeah, I
shaken.
do. I
We
forgot
could
about
just
that.
recommend because that's sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, and let's get out of here.
I'm buzzing. I will.
I'm assuming you shot out a window.
Yeah, I will shoot the window and then bust through it.
Yeah, there's 4 more deafening cracks as you fire several rounds into these windows, exploding the glass outward. There's plenty of room for you all to get through. Unfortunately, it is a story up.
Who can I grab?
I'm flying.
Who is small enough? I don't think I can get Ulrick.
You might be able to get Nimbus. I am small, but I am wearing heavy armor.
He's small enough.
I
I'd say.
grab Nimbus.
I can help.
Just look down in my invisibility and woof. Grab him and head for the door.
I'll cast another jump, triple my jump height.
Nice. I was so worried you were going to be still distracted by the salmon.
Oh no, the salmon has come with me.
Takes a tray of salmon and just whoop.
Oh yeah,
Just
out the
I'm
window.
cradling the hors d'oeuvres like a newborn child as I run through
Absolutely
the darkness.
wonderful.
I think if any of you have seen the intro to Gravity Falls, that scene where Stan is running with the cash register, except salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Just bits of salmon occasionally flying off, but he's just got the armload of salmon. Like, nope, taking it with me, taking it with me.
All right, sprint. So you guys you've got a big plane to cross, and you've got some pretty angry angels behind you. So I would recommend you hurry. Luckily, or maybe unluckily, if you happen to be in Nimbus, the eagles are out and about, and you can see them in the sky when you get out to the field.
Rap.
What we do? Are
I'm
we doing
going
something
to
with these?
attempt a deception roll. I yell to the birds, because they're birds, right?
They are
Yeah,
birds.
they're birds.
I yell to the birds. Oh my gosh, something terrible has happened to make the wedding. You must go. Help now. Help now.
All right,
Wow.
so the eagles actually, they have astonishing perception, and yep, with a
I rolled-
25, they can hear you. And
I
you
have a
see
net-
first the
I have for
biggest
my
one of the
deception.
5.
5? Oh,
I
shit.
rolled a natural
Pardon?
20 plus 6, so 26.
Yeah, nice. So they not only hear you, but they believe you, which is pretty astonishing. The big one pulls away from the flock, and the rest of them wing after him, heading towards the building. The angels coming out do appear to be slightly hesitating when they see 5 giant eagles heading towards them.
Y'all, we just running.
Perfect! Run! Run like the wind!
Are we doing some running jumps over that stream?
I'm just
I will
flying.
grab anybody I can and begin
I
fly, use a momentum. I don't
I
know.
don't have much of a choice.
Would it be?
All right,
Hang
give
on.
me those running jumps.
Would my jump spell still be active? Last minute, I think.
Yeah, sure.
So I just hop over.
Are you?
That
Yeah.
is a nat 1 -1.
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
You cannonball straight into there.
No, I don't
Unfortunately,
jump.
this
I just run it through the. I just run through.
Yeah,
the
you
stream.
just run in there, and you run in and you sink up to about to your neck. And please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh lord.
That would be
I'm scared by the
a
eagles.
22.
Nice.
Sufficient.
That'll do.
Just barely. Alright, so you run in through the water. It's kind of hard to get through because it's water. And you run up the other side, sparkling. Literally sparkling.
I knew it tasted like.
No ill
so-
effects.
I knew it would taste like sherbet.
Sherbet. I love it.
Sure,
Alright.
sure.
Favorite joke. I don't
You
get it.
guys getting back to your grove?
Yeah. I'm probably a little bit ahead because I just went straight out a window and went. So when I go through, I will say to Audrey, who I'm assuming is manning this little portal, right?
Yep.
I will say to
Yep.
her, as soon as the last one of us comes out, you gotta shut this.
Shut it down. Shut it all down. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Running.
Through we go.
I do
Alright,
like a
so you
sweet
pile
skid when I
on
come
through,
out too.
straight through, and the portal shuts down. There's a deep hum and then a high grating noise as it fizzles out of existence, and it's then suddenly just a loop of golden metal. And
Ooh.
Audrey says, "Are you? What are those coats? Can I have it?"
Yeah,
I hand
sure.
Audrey a
You
salmon
can have this
corridor.
glass of champagne that I also did not drink. I spilled most of it when we ran for our lives, but I think there's a few drops in there. I imagine it's very good.
I hand Audrey some salmon.
Audrey is absolutely overwhelmed by literally more gifts than she can carry. She's a little thing. But she thanks you profusely, and you have all. Now, if you want to return the blink moths to Lalu's garden, you can do that, or we can call it here. Let me know what you'd like.
I'm gonna do something else.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to the party. I'm going to entrust that you return the moths to Lalu for me. After that last encounter, I think it might be safer if I'm not around you.
Oh.
That's fair, mate.
So, I think
What
this
do you
is
say?
goodbye. Maybe I will pay a visit.
Ulrick will walk up to Nimbus and hand him a piece of salmon.
Thank you.
Rido,
I will eat it.
Rido gives you a little
Thanks
salute.
for the
Oh.
cheese thing.
Rido,
I pat him on the shoulder. And I walk
Rido
away.
gives him a little salute and then sort of
It's
cocking
true,
her to the
his
side
fucking
says,
don't like
you want hug?
I always love.
You get a big feathery hug.
Oh, you guys.
And a pat on the shoulder and say, I wish you best of luck. If you need me, I will be around. Look at universities, libraries, and if you hear about a drunk tiefling eldritch blasting out a window, that may have been just I don't do the alcohol so much anymore. I digress. You have good luck, and you hopefully not get found by angry angels.
I wish that I won't either. And best of luck to you all. Hopefully we won't cross paths as enemies.
Good luck, darling.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Oh.
And I walk away.
Hey.
Walk away. Alright, guys, do you want to play through the last of it, or you want to call it?
I'm gonna have to head out.
I think we'll call it here then.
All right.
Cool. Awesome.
Thank you all so much for entertaining me in this tiefling extravaganza.
Oh, it was actually really
you.
fun.
When's episode 2?
Episode 2, are you kidding me?
I kid you not. I am
Kid me
adult.
not.
I'd be willing. I love this
Well.
character.
I'll work on that for you.
Hey.
I'm actually thinking.
After all, you've got hell to get through.
It's actually the Abyss. It is the Abyss. They're different things. They are actually at war. That's fine.
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna go through
I
hell
know.
in that.
It was an abysmal pun.
Oh lord.
It isn't when it's lack of research. I think it lacked
These
depth.
puns are going to take me to hell.
Yeah. So anyway, let's
Get it? Because
outro.
there's layers in the Abyss.
I need
Never
to go
mind.
get myself a drink.
Alright. I'll go ahead and outro then. I'll be right back, y'all.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey, thanks everybody for stopping by tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and call it real quick because I got some stuff to do and I want to discuss that. But that was super fun. And maybe we will find that we encounter Jesse Reynolds, Ace Gunslinger, again in the future. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. But thank you all for stopping by. Welcome to all new followers. Glad to have you here. It is Tuesday today, so I will be back on Thursday, probably with Skyrim or something. I don't know, I'm not really sure. We'll see then. Other than that, I have... Oh, Jumbo, thank you for the host, but it is literally like I'm just about to end. I'm sorry, buddy. Other than that, I have nothing else to announce, so until Thursday, good night. I need to find my... Which one is... Oh, it's this one.